Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sam, the producer. Hey, I know we teased that we were doing a new episode like 2 months ago, but life happens, things happen, kids happen, and it took a while to get our act together after the fact. So if you're listening to this, enjoy this episode, and hopefully we have something new coming a little bit more timely, and maybe even a lost episode. Thanks for listening. Here's Beau and Kelly.
Going, everyone. This is Precisely Podcast, a podcast about beer and video games. I'm your host, Beau, and with me, as always, the beautiful Kelly.
I am smiling so hard right now. Like, I cannot contain this. It feels so good. How's it going, everybody? Oh.
And to the right of me, we got Sam on the PC.
Hi, guys. Yeah. Sorry, it took me like a half hour to figure this out.
It's all right. He upgraded from a Mac to a PC.
Yes.
I would say downgraded, but
yeah, I would say that too. But, you know, Android and PC users love their PCs and Androids.
I like my Epic Games library and my Steam library.
That's fair.
My good old games.
I like the color of your laptop, how it's flashing rainbow colors.
Oh, yeah, and all the RGBs.
A Mac can't do that.
No Mac has this much RGB.
No,
everything that's labeled for gamers has to have like an excessive amount of RGB now.
Especially Asus stuff, which this is an ROG Asus laptop, which is Republic of Gamers. And they have probably some of the loudest gaming stuff.
Have you ever seen, like, speaking of excessive RGB, like, obviously every broccoli-headed teenager right now has RGB everything in their life. Have you seen, like, people do it where they'll completely outfit their bathroom and they'll put, like, gamer bathroom and, like, the toilet is RGB lit, like the shower is RGB lit.
I've seen the RGB toilets.
They do everything in RGB and they're like, it's a gamer bathroom.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's too much.
I don't even necessarily need it on anything, but it's become like the expectation that if you have a PC, it's got some kind of RGB on it.
Yeah, you have to have like a disco party on your computer.
The company Silverstone made a case lately that makes me want to get back into building a desktop that's just a beige box.
Ooh.
Like straight up looks like the 90s.
Ooh.
And that made me more excited than like seeing anything that's like all like.
Can you
lights.
see anything in it?
No, that makes it even better.
That. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Can I turn it on with my big toe when I'm sitting in my computer room?
Oh, you definitely could.
And I'm about to play The Sims.
There'll be some PC Master Race people that'll be mad that you have your computer on the floor.
Yeah.
But.
Well, you know, if I want the authentic feel and I want that whole like computer hutch to take up a corner of my room.
Yes.
Yeah.
The corner PC.
I feel like the last time I had a PC, the PC was on the floor. Right?
What do you mean?
Who want to optimize their desk space and are smart.
Oh, you're talking about like, you're not talking about you sitting on the floor with a computer in front of you.
Like living at my parents' house, I think was the last
the tower
time I
was
had
on
a
the
PC.
floor.
People who want to maximize their desk space,
put
it on the floor. The problem that people whine about is like dust
and like the heat, because it would kick off with the
dust is everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no avoiding it.
No.
Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind.
That's the real reason we're back. Is
the
Beau songs.
Sure. All right. So this is a beer and video game podcast. It's been, I thought, 1 year, 2 years. Has it been 3 years?
We are nearing 3 years since we did we're over 3 years since an episode came out. We are nearing 2 years since we attempted to record an episode.
That's insane.
I know.
It feels like yesterday. I mean,
I truly agree.
I grew another child in the time it took us to make
That's true. Congrats.
Oh yeah, publicly, congratulations on that child, which can basically drive by now.
Yeah, he's filing his taxes.
It's taken so long.
Complaining about the economy.
Yeah.
Lincoln has his driver's license now.
Yeah. He wishes.
No.
Yeah. It has been a while. We're happy to be back. We're happy to be sitting on the thrones of Kelly's basement. Thank you for having us.
As always, it's a pleasure.
Yes. We brought beer. We're going to drink beer. We're going to talk about beer. And we're going to talk about video games, I think, right? We're going to catch up with you guys and with each other.
I think like full disclosure to the general public too, like Sam, when was the last time I physically saw you? I don't even know.
You came to my band's show.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
I don't
wanted to do
actually.
When was that?
That was
in the-
October.
okay, I was gonna say it was in the fall.
I've since been fired from that band.
Oh no.
really?
So
right.
long story.
Won't bring
but-
that up.
Well, no, it's not a problem at all. The one guy fired me, and then everybody else quit, and now the three of us that weren't that guy are probably going to do a band at some
cool.
point. But
Okay.
Well, I liked the vibes. It was a good time.
it was fun, and we still think it's fun, and we'll get around to doing more. It's musical season, so I
Yeah.
haven't done a ton, but
That's
yeah,
true.
I want to say it was October.
Yeah, and you were gigging on stage, so I didn't even get that much time with you.
Yeah.
But got to see you and Aubrey, and then Beau, I saw you at the store, but that was kind of not hanging out.
No,
When
never
was the last
is.
time we went to Wild Rabbit? When was that? No.
God, a long time ago.
It's
What's the
been-
matter with
see,
us?
like, in the-
We all live very close to each
I
other.
could almost throw a football at Beau's house from my house.
Yeah. Like
If
I
I threw
said to
it, like,
Sam
a quarter
earlier,
mile.
it was like if the weather was nicer, we could technically probably walk to each other's houses.
Yeah.
But we've all had things, and that's not an
Mhm.
excuse. It's just a fact. But
Yes.
it's nice to have all three of us in the room together and actually like hang out and truly catch up.
Heck yeah.
I agree. So let's crack open a beer.
Yes.
Let's cheers. Sam, we're going to crack open your beer first.
Yes. So I brought a Voodoo Ranger Fruit Force.
Thank you.
It is supposed to emulate, they call it a fruit punch IPA. It's New Belgium Brewing, if you never heard of it. But it's supposed to emulate the taste of Hawaiian Punch
What?
in an IPA.
It smells like Hawaiian Punch.
It's got a Hawaiian Punch vibe. It's pretty hefty.
I'm not sure if I had this yet.
Me and my
don't
dad
think I have.
been into these for a while. They come and go in waves for me. They're a little sweet.
Your dad drinks IPAs.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Man.
At least
I
he
feel
was.
like-
I think he's been on the Natty Lights lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I need
My,
a palate cleanser every
Yeah.
once in a while.
my dad only drinks pumpkin beer.
Really?
And he has probably like 36 different cases of pumpkin beer in his basement.
Wow. I
Like
didn't know
all
that.
year?
Yes, he
Wow.
collects it. Pumpkin and Christmas. That's it. It's like all he drinks. Yeah.
Because I love a good pumpkin beer.
Yeah.
But I love it in like October.
Right?
Like, give me a Master of Pumpkins
Yes.
or something like that. But
So I also want to say that I'm utilizing my
Retro
my
brews.
retro themed logo glass
It's a beautiful glass.
from Retro Brews himself, who I ended up seeing at too many games this summer. We actually finally got to link up in person. He gifted me this guy.
I need
And
one.
it is you do.
Mhm.
It is a great glass.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
Quality.
it kind of looks like a can too, which I
Yeah.
was like,
It's not like a full pint glass vibe. It's got a nice little,
Yeah.
Let me take a sip
so
here.
yeah, Voodoo Ranger.
Tell us about it, Sam.
Yeah, tell us.
Tell us.
Well, I don't have the like official description or nothing like that, but
It is fruity.
it is described
Hey.
as a fruit punch IPA. It's got a 9.5% ABV, which sneaks up on you because it's kind of sweet.
I'm glad I Ubered here.
I'm glad I live here.
Let's see. So they're calling it an American style hazy imperial
Sure.
with a fruit punch twist. It's got a whole mess of hops in it. I'm not going to lie. Some beers, they get simpler, but I don't even know how to read all of these.
What makes it fruity?
Probably one of the hops.
You know what I like about this beer and like all the New Belgium beers is that they have a skeleton on it.
I feel like Voodoo Ranger in like the last like 2 to 3 years has had like this
They really dove into
surge of like I feel like before I saw New Belgium, I saw Voodoo Ranger stuff, but like now it's like it's everywhere and it's all the time, and it's not like it's bad, it's just like I feel like they're having a moment and it's good.
They are having a moment. They make good beer.
Yeah,
there's some breweries that I can always pick up like a mix of 6 of or like a variety pack, and I'm like 3 out of 4 are going to be good, if not all of them. And Voodoo Ranger, New Belgium is always good.
I agree.
Yeah.
So what do they say?
They don't actually specifically say anything as to how they're achieving the fruity part.
It's probably a secret, like KFC's.
It's probably Kool-Aid.
I was going to say it's a secret, like the herbs and spices.
There's 6 different hops that they're talking about.
Mm.
It tastes like Kool-Aid.
It's
has
very fruity,
like a Hawaiian Punch vibe all around.
Yeah, for a 9.5%. I mean,
it's smooth.
If that wasn't written on the can, I'd probably say maybe a 6.5%. Like, there's no bite to it.
Yeah. No, it's very smooth.
It's a 33 IBU too, which isn't a particularly bitter IPA either.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's a good beer. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to look for that when I want something that's gonna knock me out, but also be very nice.
Yeah.
Relatively easy to find in your grocery store type places. I think when I was buying this, I actually saw Kayla and Addie at the grocery store too. Yeah. But yeah, they also make this in like 22-ounce cans, which I was kind of like,
that's dangerous.
But it's like that's
I
like
like danger.
That's the beer I like to take to the pool.
Dangerous. Darkwing Duck comes out of the top of it.
Better watch out, you bad boys. I had a fanny pack from Darkwing Duck that I think came in like a cereal box.
I'm pretty sure I had that too.
I tried it on the other day. It does not fit me.
No?
It's way too small.
Child-sized fanny packs do not fit adults, shockingly.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's weird. Man, I don't think I ever had Darkwing Duck merch. I remember back when they were like, hey, buy this cable package. We'll give you a month of it for free, like every couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
They would do that and they would give you Disney Channel. And I would watch so much Darkwing Duck.
It was Disney?
That was Disney.
Yeah, we didn't have Disney Channel all the time. It was
Disney Channel, and it got lumped in occasionally with Disney weekday afternoons.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because of all the things that my parents wouldn't buy when we were kids. We had the Disney Channel.
Ooh, okay.
We actually paid for the Disney Channel, like when that wasn't like the thing that just came with like regular old cable. So I was a big Darkwing Duck fan. However, I went to Disney on Ice at Hershey Park Arena to see Darkwing Duck.
Oh yeah,
and I think I was like maybe 4 or 5.
Okay.
And he came out with a big sledgehammer and would slam his sledgehammer on the ice, and it made this loud sound. And I hated it.
That's scary.
It was so scary.
So you were no longer a Darkwing Duck stan after that?
I think I was still, but like
only on ice. Yeah. Every other kind was fine.
Yeah.
Not a Disney on Ice stan, I'll put it that way.
You know what? For many people who have worked at Hershey that I know, not many people are Disney on Ice stans.
Were you a bad boy? You better watch out, you bad boys.
No, because then Darkwing Duck would have come to my house, and then he would have had that sledgehammer.
He wasn't about that.
No.
That would have scared me straight too. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
That was what it took. That sledgehammer from Darkwing Duck at age 5 or whatever.
I could have had a life of crime, but instead
I went the way of the duck. Quack, quack.
I am the night, the terror that quacks in the night.
Yes. So Darkwing Duck, though, being Disney, is it on like the Disney app?
It's on Disney Plus, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have that.
Better start watching it.
I think it had like one video game too.
Yeah, an NES game.
Yeah. Sega Genesis, I think.
Maybe. Oh, no, wait.
It might be both.
Maybe. I know there was a Maui Mallard.
There might be a Game Gear game too of it.
I want to say it was one of those rare situations.
You're right. It was a rare Game Gear game, I think. Or maybe it was
It is rare.
TurboGrafx. It's something that you like. Don't see, but it's definitely an NES game. It's like the most seen one.
Capcom made one, so it was NES and Game Boy.
Oh, Game Boy.
Yeah, NES.
Yeah, that's the one I see like most often.
And Game Boy. Yeah. I think it was on something else, but
there is. I know there is another one, and I don't remember. It was a weird, like, not that Game Gear is a weird system, but it was like a system that you don't see a lot of games of at one time. I can't remember.
You're both right. There was Genesis. There was Genesis and a TurboGrafx game.
I remember, but I also remember, I think Crossing was Maui Mallard. I remember a Maui Mallard game too for, I think, Super Nintendo, maybe Genesis.
I think my reference for Darkwing Duck video games is Angry Video Game Nerd, so perhaps I'll have to revisit the old Cinemassacre one of these days.
Cinemassacre.
Yes.
Righto.
Should we talk about video games? Should we talk about games that we've been playing in the past 2.5, 3 years, whatever it's been?
2 years? I don't know if I can go back that far, but like the last 6 months I can do.
Okay.
Bring up my memory here.
I beat a few games.
Oh, do tell.
Kayla and I, my wife and I, beat Mario 3D World.
Oh, that's a good game.
It's an amazing game. I remember.
First of all, did you beat it or play the Wii U one, or?
We played it on the Switch.
Okay, but I'm just saying, did you before that? Did you do the Wii U one at all?
I definitely got far in the Wii U.
Okay,
but I don't think I ever finished it.
Okay, I know
as
I
much
beat
as
that
I
one.
finished it on the Switch.
Okay, I beat that one. I did not finish the Switch one yet. But go ahead.
So we unlocked everything, and I am telling you everything. Like there's stamps, there's stars. There's something else that you have to unlock. Oh, you have to get to the top of the fucking pole of each level, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get all those at every single level. And we had to go back and retry different levels multiple times. A lot of dying, a lot of retrying. But we did it. And then we unlocked a whole new world. Like you're in a rocket ship, and then you go even higher into another rocket ship and go into this other world. So the last world, like the last bit, we did not beat besides one of the 3 levels. The 2 levels we didn't beat. One, God, it's been a while, but you just have to do so much and you just die so fast and so easily. And then the other one is just, it's like 50 challenges in a row. And I'm like, I can't do this. Nobody can do this. Like, who can actually do this? But before all that, Mario 3D World, amazing game. Last levels, no thanks. Like it's too hard.
I don't think I got to the point where there was like the unlock everything stuff, because like I remember beating it, but I was like, oh, I'll go back. Spoiler alert: she did not go back, which is what always happens. But it's okay because you finished the game.
Yeah,
and as much as I would like to, I usually am like, okay, rolled credits. I need a break, and then never comes back.
Yeah.
But
I rolled the credits multiple times on it, but there's like this one big sand dune, and I had to look it up. It was like, how do you unlock this? You have to go through every level and unlock everything. Okay, we did all that, and then it was like, fuck these levels. Like they're too hard.
Yeah, it is a great game though. That's like a good, solid modern Mario title,
and it's a great multiplayer game, which I've noticed recently, like playing couch co-op games with Kayla. There are some games that are couch co-op that should only be 1-player games though. Like it's easier to play it 1-player than it is 2-player. One being the new Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I was wondering when that was going to get brought up.
Yeah. Nintendo hates everyone. Like they hate their users, and then they made Donkey Kong, and they're like, "Here you go, motherfuckers."
But like, I mean, everybody's like, every Donkey Kong game is so hard, and it is hard. It is, but like that one, there is some punishing. I think that Tropical Freeze is more punishing than Country Returns, but okay, that's fair. That's fair. I played the Wii version, and that's what I'm going off of. I haven't finished the Switch version yet, but good. Continue.
So we're talking about Donkey Kong Country Returns HD Remake. Is that the full title?
I'm sorry, one more time. Have you seen the memes where it was like the Breaking Bad where it's Jesse and he's like crying and he's like holding a copy of Donkey Kong Country Returns. It's like, he can't keep returning like this. Because this is now the third time he has returned, because it was Wii, 3DS, and now Switch.
Okay. Yeah. I tried it on the Wii with Kayla and we couldn't do the whole motion control thing.
Yeah, that was not
too hard.
super fun. I didn't like that, but I did play it because it was a Donkey Kong title. I tried the 3DS, but I don't think I ever finished it. Wait. I remember playing it. This is now dating us. I remember playing that game when you worked at Zero Day and I came to visit you.
Oh, wow.
I remember sitting at the bar and playing Donkey Kong Country Returns on a 3DS.
I believe it. But you didn't beat it.
No, I didn't beat it.
No, nobody's beaten that game.
No, not on the 3DS.
Nobody's ever seen the end of Donkey Kong Returns HD remake, all right? Like, the game is insanely hard. It just wants to punish you, and it wants you to buy balloons from Cranky Kong.
It's a Donkey Kong game, yes.
Oh my God. Like, Kayla and I got to 99% on Tropical Freeze. Donkey Kong HD remake, whatever. Oh my God.
The Switch version, yeah.
Yes. It is torture.
Yeah,
it makes you want to rip all the hair out of your head, even if you don't have hair on your head. And you're just like, I want to cry in a corner because I thought I was good at gaming and I'm not.
A Donkey Kong game will humble a lot of people.
Yes. Have you ever played it?
I haven't.
Don't. It's not good. I mean, it's fun to a certain degree, and then you're like, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. I think every Donkey Kong game is like, ooh, la, 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 la. And then you turn a hard corner and you're like, shit.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would say play it, but
the bosses are easy in it.
Yeah, the bosses
so
in
far.
Donkey Kong games have always been like easy.
The levels are just insanely hard where you're just like, my God.
It's like you really have to, the like key of Donkey Kong, if I have to, like, all encompassing every Donkey Kong title, the key to Donkey Kong is timing.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Like, it is hard, but it's because, like, I know myself, like, I get frustrated when I'm repeating a level for like the third time. And I'm like, okay, well, here we are back again at this point where I've died. And now I'm like rushing. And I can't be rushing because now I'm messing up my own timing and we're going to keep failing.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's a minecart game,
yeah,
or level, and you're just like, you're not rushing it. You just have to go with the flow.
Right, but I'm still hitting it at the wrong time or something because I'm frustrated. So then you have to like, it is like this balance of like take a break or like take a deep breath and then get back to it if you're frustrated. But it literally is all about timing. I'm sure like a speedrunner, probably loves it in some way. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I took a break from it.
That's okay. You're allowed to.
Did you buy it?
Yes, I bought it.
How far are you? Which world?
I don't know. I'm still pretty early, but I've been like, I know I haven't been focusing on it. And and I've also been traveling a lot in the last like couple of weeks too. So that kind of I haven't gamed a lot in the last like 2 or 3 weeks, but
shame.
I know.
Shame.
I know. Shame me publicly, please.
That's okay.
But one was gaming related, but not.
Tell us about it.
Oh, fellas, I went to MAGfest.
Yeah, tell us.
So I've been wanting to go to MAGfest for, I don't know, when did I find out it existed? Probably like 2015, 16, something like that.
What does it stand for?
Music and Gaming Festival.
It's a great festival.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
So it is located in DC in the Gaylord National Harbor, like the hotel. It's a really big deal. And this was not a cheap weekend, so to speak. Like the badge is like over $100. Then you have to enter a hotel lottery because the goal is you want to stay in the Gaylord because it is 24 hours a day for like 4 days. So I got a room at the Gaylord and I was like, great. Like, this is my first time. This is going to be perfect. Now I'm like in the center of it all. I did not go outside for 4 days.
Wow.
It was glorious. Not because I didn't go outside, but it's just like everything was, I didn't have to go. Like, I just rode an elevator up to my room. Anyway, so I got in, we got a room, and it was myself and my friend Cody. So last year he went with some friends, and then Tyler went too, our friend Tyler. Cool. Tyler did not go this year, but I think we might be able to talk him in next year. But yeah, it was a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday festival in January. And it is heavy on like the gaming side of, or the music side of the gaming experience. Like, there was bands like Bit Brigade played, where they have a backing track. Essentially, the band is a backing track to a guy who's speedrunning games on the NES in front of them, which is really cool. I've seen them a bunch of times. And they had like, who else was there? Power Glove.
Say Power Glove is almost
Power Glove
always
is
there.
yeah, they're really great people, actually. My friend toured with them recently.
It's awesome.
Via Galactic Empire.
Yeah.
So they're really cool guys, but they do like metal covers of like video game music and like other nerdy shit. I also saw Cybertronic Spree, which is people that come out in Transformers costumes, like full Transformers costumes, and just rip Transformers songs, like nerdy songs.
Very cool.
For like an hour in these things. And we crowd surfed Optimus Prime's like dead body through. There's video footage of that somewhere.
Okay.
But in the movie he dies. Optimus.
Okay.
Is this a spoiler alert for you from
Beau just learned
1984?
that Aaron Carter died about a half an hour ago, too.
Yeah, I didn't know Aaron Carter was dead.
All right, so Aaron Carter and Optimus Prime are dead. Sorry to break this to you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at the guest list from this year. DJ Cutman was there.
Yes, he comes like every year too. I didn't catch him, but he's got a whole record label and stuff going on now. Anyway,
his record Zelda and Chill is one of my favorites. It's
I
like
love
all the
lo-fi.
lo-fi interpretations.
All the Game Chop stuff is under him, I think.
Oh, okay. So
or something like, don't quote me, but it's close to him.
Whatever the one, it's like Mario's Rooftop Pool Party or something like that. I love that track.
There's
I'm
a lot
all
of
in
good
on the
stuff.
lo-fi video game tracks.
But yeah, so it's a bunch of people like that. And then there were tons of people that come and they just jam. Like, they bring an instrument and they just jam in the lobby. They jam in like these designated jam spaces. There was a whole chiptune stage. But this music is happening like all day long. Like, the chiptune stage was running until like 2 a.m. Like, there's things that are happening all day, all night. I got 8 hours of sleep over 4 days.
Oh, geez.
I have not done that since college.
How long was it for recovery?
It took
that
me.
That says a lot.
It took me a couple days, but I also like I didn't get like fully sick, but I got like adjacently sick for like 2 days. Yeah. And I think it's just because I didn't sleep and I was around like 25,000 unwashed nerds. Inside.
Con sickness.
What was it smell like?
It's a fair question. I honestly think with my profession, I might be slightly nose blind. But I know it was there. But I didn't think it was the worst thing I've ever been a part of. But it was bad. Don't get me wrong. It was bad.
Hint of Dorito.
Yeah.
Hint of Dorito. But the other thing is, there were so many people in like cosplay. I almost felt like I was like in the minority. You know what I mean? Like, people, and it wasn't like everybody was like doing like the most. It was like there was like casual cosplay. You know, like this guy was wearing a Tom Nook shirt with raccoon ears or something. You know, like it didn't have to be a whole thing, but there were so many people in cosplay, and like people would hand things to you, like you would be like, "Hey, I like your shirt. I like your outfit, whatever." People would just be like, "Here, have this thing," and it was like things were a thing, and I was like, "What?" And it was crazy.
What were these things?
So it didn't matter what it was, but a lot of people would hand out ribbons that you would put on your badge. So I have like a ton of ribbons, and they would all say like random things. Some would say something that's like video game related. Some would say something that's not video game related.
So it's like Flash or Flare.
Yeah, kind of. But then some people would hand you like, a tiny duck, or like, okay, my favorite one was I went to a 3 a.m. cheese party. So we all gathered in the atrium of the hotel at 3 a.m. and ate cheese together. And Cody told me about this beforehand. So we stopped at a Giant and got cheese sticks to like share. And We're just handing out cheese sticks and eating cheese sticks with random strangers. Also, let me preface this by saying I drank all weekend. We are all solidly in our 30s. Has anybody drank like they were 21 recently?
Yeah, every day.
No.
No. Like,
That's a hard no.
I'll
for
tell
me.
you what, though, cheese and alcohol don't mix that well.
no,
At least not with
it
me.
was a roll of the dice for a lot of, I think,
You never
people.
want to have too much cheese.
I love cheese, but
Well,
I
we
don't
were-
eat
drink
cheese
it.
But we're
anymore.
standing there at 3 a.m. and this lady comes up with a bag of Cheetos. She goes, "Hey, do you want a Cheeto?"
Told you,
Yeah,
hint of
that's fine.
Dorito.
She's like, "Hey, do you want a Cheeto?" And I'm like, "Okay, whatever. It's a cheese party." And again, like I said, we've been drinking all night. We've been drinking all day. So we're all feeling fairly well at this point. I'm like, well, whatever, Cheeto. And she pulls a Cheeto out of the bag and hands it to me. She goes, "Do not eat this. This is not a real Cheeto." And I look at it and it is a 3D printed Cheeto puff with the one end having a face of Danny DeVito dusted in actual Cheeto dust. And it's orange.
Why?
Why not?
Were you supposed to give it back to her?
No, she's like, "This is yours. You have it now.
You have it?
It's upstairs in the game room."
Hell yeah.
You have this Danny DeCheeto.
Yes. But that's like the energy. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, except
Yeah.
it's a bunch of people who love video games.
It's a music festival of nerds. That's what it
and
is. Yeah.
It's insane.
It
but
sounds like shit I used to do all the time
yeah,
during
that's
summer.
exactly what it was. And it was a blast for 4 days. And I had so much fun and I saw so many cool things. Have you guys seen the recently released NES game Gimmick?
I
No.
have not.
Okay. They were live streaming somebody playing it. There's like a feed on the TVs in the hotel, like a live feed of whatever they're doing, usually like panels or something. The creator of the soundtrack for Gimmick was there, and I will not fudge his name because it's something Japanese, but he was there. Like, that's pretty cool to have like an actual composer come and like hang out for the weekend and like guest spot on some sets and stuff like that. And there were lots of like speed running things. I saw a girl beat Shadow of the Colossus on PS4 in 45 minutes.
No way.
Yeah.
It's a short game, but
Not that short.
Wait, you mean like a remake of the game Mr. Gimmick? Like Gimmick with an
I
exclamation
actually
point?
Don't know for sure. That was the first time that I heard it.
is it Gimmick Special Edition on the Switch?
It might be, but they had like an NES copy too. It might have
Mhm.
been like a limited run or something. But yeah, that it's like an NES style game and it was an indie title. But yeah, they were playing, I think that's the one because it looks familiar from what they were playing on the TV.
Oh, limited run.
Little
did
green
it.
guy?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Gimmick.
like there's cool stuff like that. Like I said, there's a ton of like speed running and they have a whole like indie dev arcade. They have a whole like actual arcade with like pinball and DDR and cabinets and whatever. And then they had console room and they had Smash tournaments and stuff and they had LAN parties and whatever. And then they had all these speedrunners and then they had like a retro room or whatever. And they had like, there was like a one that had Time Crisis was set up to play. And there was like, what did we play? There was like like each console essentially was represented in that room at least one time, from like Atari all the way up through maybe Dreamcast or something. But there was a lot of stuff where people like had things set up. Like there was a guy that was set up with like a DS and it was running each day a different, like, you know how Pokemon would give out legendary Pokemon or whatever.
Yeah.
It was set up to give out like a Pokemon each day. Like he had the ability, like he had whatever it was that you needed to give out
He
that
was
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah. So like Cody took his
He had a not for resale cart that GameStop, or back then it would have been Funko Land, I guess, or something.
Yeah, but he had it set up so like if you needed that Pokemon, you could get it.
That's cool.
And so like Cody, I lost him for like 3 hours the one day because he just sat down with a bunch of random people and took out his DS and was like doing Pokemon shit. Like
That's
he was
cool.
getting them all of them.
You know what I
Collecting
want?
them all.
You know what I've been wanting to do is somehow make the 3DS work on a TV. And that's not a possible
I
thing.
don't think that's a possibility.
Like directly out of it or through emulation?
Like there should be a cord.
I don't think there's a way to do it.
There's got to be a way to do it with 2 dimensions.
There's a way to do it if you're like screen recording it like through a PC or something.
Yeah.
It's different.
But I don't like that. I just want to play on a big screen.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
There's got to be
not
a way.
in 3D mode, just
Right.
regular.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
2-dimensional.
There's got to be a YouTube kid that's done that somewhere.
100%.
Either way.
That's probably like 14.
Yeah. No.
MAGfest. Fun.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of
What
fun.
did you spend, if I may ask? How much was it? Like hotel, ticket?
Ticket was over 100. Hotel.
I mean, that's fine for what, 4 days?
Yeah. No, it's honestly, when you look at the scope
Is it
of
under 200?
for everything.
No, ticket.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I maybe 150, 120, 150.
That's not bad.
It's really good. And
But for
if you
4
don't
days,
stay in the Gaylord, maybe it's cheaper. I don't know, but Cody and I split the room. But overall, like the overarching fee for the room that I got, I think was like $600
For 4 days?
Yeah,
That's not
That's not
bad.
bad
it's
at all.
not
That's not
terrible.
bad.
And like I said, we split it. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Okay.
it's not bad. It was really fun. I highly recommend at least going once if you can.
Sam, let's go next year.
I think we all
would
get a
love
room
to
and
go.
You said it's a raffle day?
Yeah, but if we all enter, the chances of somebody getting a Gaylord room is
True.
higher. But yeah, so
I'm
and
down.
the one story that I do want to tell you was on the final day, because I think you'll get a kick out of this. There were I think 3 people I saw over the weekend that I laid eyes on that had Katamari cosplay. And I was like, gotta talk to them.
Yes.
The first night was these 2 girls that were dressed up like Prince. I sent you the picture. They were Prince of the Cosmos outfits, but they had like fishnets on. Was dope. And then the other one was like the last, or so it's Saturday. So like, because Sunday we kind of hung out and then you have to like check out of the hotel. And,
Yeah.
But so Saturday I saw somebody during the day that they were dressed like a Prince of the Cosmos, but they had a homemade like Katamari ball and they were like carrying it around, which was really sick. They used a yoga ball and like
Stuck a bunch of shit to it.
yeah, but then they
In
were like,
true
"Hey, do you have
Katamari
anything you want to
fashion.
put on the ball?"
That's
and I was
awesome.
like, "I'll put a sticker on." So I put one of my stickers on because that's all I had. I didn't know that I was supposed to bring things.
Yeah.
Now I know to bring things.
Danny did Cheetos.
Yeah. There is a whole shrine to Danny DeVito at this show. I don't know why. Danny DeVito doesn't.
cool.
He's not there, but you know he's cool.
Yeah.
But there's the whole area just gets, people throw things on it all weekend as like an offering. Like I saw like 7 copies of Over the Hedge on DVD. There was a copy of like Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on GameCube. There was like,
Is he in that?
no, it has nothing to do with Danny
No,
DeVito.
you can
Okay.
just throw that
People
in the
would just-
trash.
People would
Trash
just,
man.
I'll have to show you pictures. It's like an I Spy. There was like a whole pizza thrower from the
Spy.
Ninja Turtles in there. Like,
That would be a great like MAGfest promo item. Is to shoot a photo of the Danny DeVito shrine
It's
and
wild.
make it like a hidden magic eye thing.
You know what's funny is Danny DeVito probably sets it up himself
no. So what they
in
do,
cosplay.
what they do at the end of the weekend is they take everything that gets thrown in that shrine and they auction it off for charity.
That's
So
cool.
cool.
they don't just toss it in the trash.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
good.
nice. But anyway, it takes up like the whole
Frank
corner
Reynolds
of this
would want it to
one.
be in the trash.
Trash man.
When I die, just throw me in the trash.
I'm the trash man. Anyway, so the story that I want to tell was that last night we're in like the area by the gazebo, which is kind of like in the atrium. There's like a multi-level atrium. We're hanging out, and this is where like all the cosplayers and people just kind of hang and you like drink and like whatever. It's like being in a real life MMORPG lobby.
Hell yeah.
So it's kind of wild. So I'm wearing this shirt, this
Okay.
Katamari shirt, and I see
I didn't
another
even know
guy.
that was a Katamari shirt. I want one.
I'll send you the link. I see a guy wearing another Katamari shirt that I actually have. It's the one where it has the gin and tonic and red roses on it. I don't know if I've shown you that.
No, I need to see that.
Okay.
All right.
So I see him. I beeline over. I'm like, bro, I love your shirt. I have that shirt. And we're talking Katamari. And like,
Yes.
then he's like, I saw some guy dressed as the King of the Cosmos today. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I missed it. I didn't even, because it's like, at this point, it's like 7, 8 o'clock. A lot of people that are staying in other hotels have gone home to change and come back, or people that aren't staying in the area just go home. I was like, oh, so sad I missed this. And then like a couple hours later, in the gazebo area, I see a guy dressed as King of the Cosmos.
God, I want to be the
like,
king.
I was like, phew, this
If I had been
man.
drinking all day, I'd have been very confused when I saw the King of the Cosmos later that evening.
I was not confused.
Wait,
I was
confused how?
elated.
I mean, like excited, but like
This guy committed. I'll have to show you a picture. He had like a helmet
Yes.
that he put a whole tube on. And so he's out like this far.
Yeah.
His like width is out to here.
That's what I was thinking. Like at least 6 feet on either side.
It was commitment. And I was like, dude, and I'm wearing the shirt. I'm like, dude, I'm so happy I saw you. I've been thinking about this since this guy told me. And I'm so happy I got to see your outfit. And like, we grabbed some pictures. And he was like so hyped.
Yeah.
And at the end of the conversation, he's like, I want you to have this. And he hands me the head off of his head.
No.
Yes.
You have it?
No, hold on. He hands me this. I'm like, oh my God, what do I do with this? Again, let's keep in mind here, it's probably like 9 o'clock and I've been drinking since who knows when.
since Thursday.
Yeah. So I am in no way in a correct place in my mind. And I'm like holding this. I'm like, oh my God. First of all, I'm holding the King of the Cosmos' head. And I'm like, what do I do with this? And I look at him. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I was like, I'm so thankful, but what do I do with this? And he was like, whatever you want. And he was like, and if you don't want it, just put it in the Danny DeVito shrine. That's where it should be. And I'm like, you're right, man.
I'm
So I
sad.
have this head in my
I'm
hands.
so sad.
And
I'm crying.
and I don't know where Cody was. He might have been with his other friends because he knew some other people that were there. And I texted him and I was like, bro, I'm holding the King of the Cosmos' head in my hands right now. He's like, what are you talking about?
I have the cosmos in my hand.
And he's like, what are you talking about? And I sent him a picture. He goes, what the hell?
Let me see this photo.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to go up to the room. And at this point, we were friends with our like neighbors, like 2 doors down.
So Danny DeVito's shrine is just for the things that you don't want.
No, it was, I mean, people
Just
brought
throw your
things.
trash in there.
People brought things for it. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
I
car
get that.
batteries,
I
there's
get
some
that, but
rare
it's also
metals.
like, oh, you don't want this? Yeah, just take it. Just take it to the Danny DeVito shrine.
That's the guy.
Bro, this is what I was thinking. Oh my God.
Right?
I need it.
He's so wide.
He gave you that?
He was like, take this right off his head. And then Cody's like, no way, do you own that? And I was like, it's in my hands. This man has walked away. I fully have this like,
And what did you do with it?
here.
No,
It
I
would
don't
make
even
his
want
whole
to give it
get
back
up
to you.
complete if he had a DJ following him, just like anytime he wanted to speak, just going.
So I'm going up to the room. I got to refill my water bottle. I'm going to use the bathroom. I'm going to check with our neighbors because we were hanging out with our neighbors too. And then I was like, and then I think I'll just take this down to the shrine because like this is a lot for me to handle right now.
I can't believe you.
So we go up to the room. Cody meets me up there. And he's wearing it.
Did you shrine it?
Yeah. Then we ventured down and I put it in the shrine. Well, dude, what was I supposed to do?
Give it to me! Just give it to me! Are you kidding me? You had the King of the Cosmos hat, helmet, thing, whatever it is, cylinder, and you shrined it? Ah!
If it makes you feel better, you could probably bid on it at an auction.
I'm so sad right now.
I'm so sorry,
I'm
but
so honestly very disappointed in you, Kelly.
yes. And
I don't even want to look at you right
That's
now.
fine. I
I'm
agree.
looking at the ceiling
I was
right
looking
now.
at the
No,
ceiling.
that's fine. I understand.
Ah! That's such a cool helmet.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm a little concerned that you're bleeding into the other microphones.
We've all been bleeding into the microphones. I need another beer. I'm so
Well,
sad.
okay,
I need a shot of liquor.
I'm so sorry, but I really cannot stress how, like, I have not been that drunk since college.
It doesn't matter.
I was truly not in my right mind at that moment when I made that decision, so I apologize.
Unforgivable.
However, that was something that happened.
I mean, it was very cool that he gave it to you. And obviously, it was
I
meant
panicked.
for me. It was meant for
I
me.
panicked. I didn't know what to
It was meant
so
for me.
huge.
And you destroyed it.
I did not. I gave it to charity.
What happened to it?
I don't know.
They were like, what the fuck is this? Let's throw this out.
No.
Throw this in the actual trash.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody knew it was a helmet.
They had to.
Katamari.
Yes,
No.
are you kidding?
That's like
This is
charity for like
25
one of
homeless
the biggest
people.
gaming events in the country. I hope someone
25,000
knew
nerds.
what it was.
I think
yeah.
somebody's
Oh,
going to
so
know
they-
Katamari.
So they do an auction at MAGfest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, but that was I felt like I had achieved everything I wanted in that moment, and yet I was so pressured at the same time.
I'm so
I don't know how
sad.
to
You
explain
should
it.
have kept that.
I really should have, but I don't know how. Like,
You probably wouldn't have been able to bring it home, I guess.
No,
It looked very big.
it literally was placed in my hands, and I was like, oh my God, I think this is every feeling I've ever wanted to feel in my life. And then I was like, immediately, like the next second, I was like, oh my God, what do I do? I've been tasked with this major responsibility. It's probably like, when you had the birth of your child and she was placed in your arms.
Just throw her in the Danny DeVito pile.
I'm kidding. I panicked. You did not.
My
Anyway.
God. It's a very cool helmet.
No, it was.
Can you please post a picture of that? Did you already?
No, I
Okay.
will. I'll include it when we post on this. But
That's
yeah,
very cool. That's a good story.
there's a lot of
I
pictures
am
of that.
sad that I don't own it,
Danny
but that's
DeVito,
okay.
That's
I
fair.
want to make my own.
That's
Actually,
fair. It's a
I'm glad
I
we
am
could
an
inspire
artist.
you.
I want to make
Oh.
my own.
I think we
Like-
could do it better.
I
MAGfest
can.
lore.
I was looking it up to see if I could find a
I do wanna
Yeah,
go.
he was
I think
missing
the
that, which is
thing.
we
I would
really
love to
could go.
Yeah.
We really could do it up. It would.
Yeah.
I mean, like we could cram in there, but 4 people to a room is not unheard of at MAG.
Two beds?
We can try to get a bigger room, but yeah.
Yeah. Do they have bigger rooms?
Yeah.
More
It's only
beds?
$600 for a whole weekend. I'd spring for like a freaking suite at that price.
Yeah, if you can get one, yeah.
Yeah.
Start saving my pennies in
I mean,
June when I don't have 2
I
daycare bills.
think we might have.
Like $100 a night isn't anything.
No,
No.
it's not for a
No.
hotel, especially.
Yeah.
I think we might have swayed Tyler to come back too. He just had a bad experience. Not a bad experience the first year, but one of his friends, he's like, I think he got roofied. I was like,
Ugh,
that's weird.
need none of that.
So, but I had like
They
a
were,
water.
they were selling alcohol there? Or
They are,
you
but
bring your
here's
own?
what we do is we bought like a $10 water bottle from Target, a plastic water bottle, not like a metal one,
Mhm.
because you can take it everywhere. And it had a clip, and I just clipped it to my belt clip and walked around with it all weekend.
They
and
just
just
go
filled it
back
up.
upstairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we did. I didn't pay for drinks all weekend.
Yeah, I wouldn't
we
either.
brought shit in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we were all day long.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was like that. I didn't really think about that, but that's because I had it clipped to my body, which also probably prevented
Mhm.
that. So, anyway, but
I do like your shirt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it's Night Channels was. I'll have to find it and send you the link for it.
I love Katamari shirts. I just sold a Katamari shirt that didn't fit me because I buy shirts too small because I think I'm still small, but I'm not small anymore.
Oh, I didn't tell you.
explain anything new, man.
Dude, it
Dude, I didn't
sucks.
tell you the best thing I bought there. They had one of the artists had a full those anime body pillows.
Yeah.
King of the Cosmos.
Yeah. You sent me a picture of one.
Did I?
Yeah.
I bought that.
Did you fill it?
I have to buy the pillow on Amazon, but I found the one
You could
that'll
fill
fit.
it with whatever you want to.
I sure could.
You could fill it with
That was the
Danny DeVito
worst
Cheetos.
poured beer I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was pretty
Kelly.
bad.
God
Yeah,
damn.
That was poured like a freshman.
I didn't tilt.
At least you
enough.
didn't spill.
No, I knew what I did. I knew what I did.
Can't believe you've done this.
It's like riding a bike.
What is this? Oh, okay.
It's Back to the Future.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Are we ready? Are we recording?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I had recorded a
Okay.
while ago.
We're on to our
Sam, cut
second
that
beer.
out.
Yes, this is beer number 2.
All right, Kelly.
Technically,
you
for the
brought-
podcast.
You brought this beer.
Sure did.
What is it?
I don't know.
I dig the artwork.
No, I was in the case at Wild Rabbit going, well, it looks good. Okay, yeah, I also brought an American IPA. Yours was an American IPA, right?
Correct.
Yep, I brought one too.
This looks
Chilio?
very Asian influence.
Chulo.
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 I would say,
Chulo.
yes.
And the art is like a girl.
A chick shoving a guitar into a fish's mouth.
No.
Look at this.
She's riding a turtle. The
No.
guitar is a fish partially. And then an octopus on the end with also
It kind of
fish.
has like Salvador Dali vibes because the instrument is like melting.
But also there's a dog and also there's a volcano.
Yeah.
She is shoving that guitar neck down that throat.
No, she's
That-
playing
that
the
fish
guitar.
is-
The fish is on the guitar already.
I kind of see what Beau's saying. That there's like a koi.
But look at the
Like
tail. The tail
by the headstock
tail
of the
has
instrument.
The tail has the tuning pegs. It's part of the guitar.
Oh damn! Okay,
Well, she did shove it down.
At
I
one
love
point,
that the
maybe.
octopus has a bike horn though.
Yeah, it does have a horn
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
accompanying.
and an arrow through its head.
Anyway,
It's actually, and there's a dog watching all this. Do you see that?
right, that's what I said. And there's a dog. Yeah.
And the turtle's eating out of a dog dish.
Yeah. And I don't know.
A lot of layers to unpack there. Hats off
reminds
to
me of
whoever
Gorillaz.
found that artwork
Gorillas,
or
yes.
commissioned it
From
for
Gorillas-esque.
Evergreen. It does remind me of Gorillas, 100%. But
So out of all of the
I made a
artwork that
mess
was
over here
in the
trying to pick up this
case,
can. I'm sorry.
oops. Out of all the artwork that was in this case, this was like my least favorite artwork, but it looked like the most interesting beer to me out of everything that was presented because it was a lot of like double IPAs, hazy IPAs. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like I'm washed over on those. I'm in
Nothing wrong
like
with that.
my lager era, like a
Dude,
American
bathe me in
IPA.
fucking IPAs. I don't give a fuck.
ah man. All right. Okay. Whatever. I mean, like I like an IPA. I just like I like to branch out a little bit.
Branch out to what?
Oh.
More IPA,
Yeah.
if
Here's-
anything.
I'm a
Here's
sucker
what-
for a good lager.
Okay, here's
Fuck loggers.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Sam. Here's what I was gonna tell you earlier. Here's what I was gonna tell you earlier, and I said I was gonna save it for the podcast
Yes.
because I wanted your live reaction. I
With
think
your
you're gonna
foamy ass bear.
you're gonna yell at me for the second time in this podcast. You know what I started drinking heavily in the past like 6 months?
Mm-mm.
The statesides and the high noons. Have you had those?
Mm-mm.
They're like the canned cocktails.
Yeah. So I've had a high noon before.
The high noons are like either tequila or vodka,
Yeah.
and then the statesides
It's
are
like
like a
a-
vodka and
It's like
tea.
spicy water or
Vodka
something.
No, it's
cocktail
not
in
a
a can.
seltzer. It's like the statesides are like peach tea and vodka. It's like a flat beverage basically, or like
Okay.
high noons are like a vodka soda, but it's like a flavored vodka soda.
I don't mind
They're
that.
pretty good,
Yeah, that's fine.
and I've been like dipping it. There's some in the beer
What's
fridge.
the percent?
I don't know,
Like 8?
probably,
12,
I don't know.
24.
It's multiples of 12. No. I don't know what they are. Sam might be able to tell us in the fridge.
Oh, I was actually looking for a paper towel or something.
Oh, in the laundry, there's a paper towel. We can cut this out.
I don't mind that though.
No, I just didn't want you to.
Do you know what I do mind?
What?
You fucking donating the Katamari
To
Kings.
charity?
I am
Here's
charity.
your reference.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's the
It is a
percent?
seltzer.
4.5.
That one is 4.5.
That's a seltzer.
That one is. But it's a vodka soda. It's like.
Yeah,
not,
it's chill.
It's chill. It's not as aspartame as the other.
It's like a day drinker.
seltzers. Yeah. I was riding off of the statesides at MAGfest mostly.
If I ran a video game store, I'd be on those high noons all day.
I am not doing that. I have
That's
too
good.
much other things to
good.
do.
That's
But
good.
yeah, no, they're pretty good. I was just like, I found those and I was like, oh wait, a canned cocktail that I actually like, because all the seltzers, like the White Claws and stuff, they all were like, they tasted like, the aspartame, like the aftertaste of the like sweeteners and stuff that
Yeah.
I didn't like.
No
then I
bueno.
found those and there was no aftertaste, and I was like, and you can get the high noons and like a big pounders at like Sheets and stuff and like concerts I've
the
had.
64 ounces,
Yeah. So
the
But-
79 ounces,
whatever the ounces are.
the 96 ounces.
They just keep getting, the can keeps growing each time you say
It's
it.
112 ounces of beer seltzer.
Yes, it's the 6-pounder. I'm back now.
12 troy ounces of
The-
the seltzer.
The 40 ounces of
Yes.
Troy ounces.
Oh,
Going
jeez.
gold measurements.
Oh my god. All right. Anyway, back to the Chulo.
Yeah.
It's an America India Pale Ale.
Mhm.
It is 7.5%. What percent did you bring? Because I feel like we're walking backwards here.
9.5.
No, not you.
Oh.
Him.
The one that I have is 6.5. I think
We are walking backwards.
Mhm.
We started hot and we're going back.
So I think yours tastes a little bit more ABV than Sam's. Like,
Yeah, it's a little bitter.
yours tastes like 7.5, if not more.
See, mine
Right.
was so sweet that this tastes bitter, but I'd like it.
I wanted to try it because, American IPA, you don't normally, maybe nowadays you see it a little bit more, but I don't feel like that's an IPA you usually see in a case. You usually see double IPAs, triple IPAs. Like,
What, American IPA?
I don't feel like you see a lot of
Doubles
American
especially,
IPAs.
yeah.
I feel like American IPA is like a cop-out way of saying like it's made in America.
No, it's a slightly different taste. It's like I think we both like West Coast IPAs, right?
Yes, I
Yeah.
love West Coast IPAs.
Right, and I do too, but I think this is like a little closer to a West Coast style than the
Yes.
East Coast IPA. So it's
When-
it's not just saying it's made in America.
When
it's
I
a
read
little
American
slightly-
IPA, I would hope that it's more on the West Coast side.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah.
bit in the mix in between. But that's why I wanted to grab it, because I know we liked it and in the West Coast
It's good.
style. But
It's a
they
little
had-
malty for an IPA.
What are the
is.
IBUs on this? Do you know, Sam? Can you look that
They
up?
weren't listed online.
No?
It's not a special, like, I think it just felt bitter because of how sweet that other one is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I sit with it a little bit more, it's pretty nice.
it's
Oh,
not
it's great.
bad.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. It's like, it's almost kind of malty for an IPA, which isn't always the case.
I do want to do, now that we're talking about this, I do want to do a quick shout out because we were just there. So for my birthday, we went up to, have you guys been to Liquid Noise in Marysville yet?
Yes,
No, but
a
that's
long
right by
time
my
ago,
friend's
yeah.
house.
Okay.
Same friend who kicked
Are they
me out of that
serving
band.
food yet? Like real
Yes,
food?
they're serving food for sure. We were just there for dinner the other night for my
Okay.
birthday. We went, and Scott's coworkers are like, his coworker is the head brewer.
Oh, cool.
And they have been making a lot of cool stuff, and I like want to go up there more now that I
Mhm.
have more time.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, let's do it. But
We'll
they
take
have
Sam.
they have a great West Coast IPA, and I told him, I was like, I'm really happy that you have that because I like a West Coast IPA, and so he has like made a point to make sure he has it and stuff. So
Let's review it on the next podcast,
Okay,
which
we'll
will
get
be probably in 7 days, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 7
Is that
days.
7
2
days?
years. What's the
Days?
difference?
Yeah,
I mean,
7 years, yes. Maybe 7
79.
months if we're lucky.
no, but Liquid Noise has opened probably since we've stopped podcasting in between our
That's
hiatus.
accurate.
But yeah,
I feel like I went there on a Christmas, like
So
before
you went-
Christmas, and they had peanuts, like literally
you went
peanuts.
probably before he took it over because it was another owner,
Yeah.
and then this new owner took it over, and then now
The beer was okay, but I think for food they had peanuts, and
Yeah.
I was like,
No.
I need more than peanuts.
No, we had a full meal.
Okay.
No, the food's good. I mean, I don't want to like slam food, but it's like basic bar food.
Well, no, the
it's not
thing
what I'm
is,
looking
when it
for,
comes to
but-
a brewery or like any place that you sit down and drink alcohol, you should have food to soak up that
Yeah.
said alcohol that you're drinking.
It's good, like basic bar food.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
Yeah, but if you're looking for like anything crazy, like some
No.
people are, it's not going to be
No.
that. But
I'm not looking for that.
yeah, no, it's a great, and the environment is nice. And like I said,
I'm not a foodie. I don't need to be impressed by
the pretzel bites were pretty good.
specialty things. Just give me a good
I just want
menu.
more options than
Oh yeah,
like
there's
peanuts.
a full menu now. Yeah. I don't know when you went or if you went to when the old owners had it,
It's
because
probably at least a year and a half ago.
then it was probably the old owners.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They have
I don't know.
fried tofu with wing sauce
They
on it.
do,
that
and I
sounds
wanted to try that, and
awesome.
we didn't.
Do you like tofu?
I do.
Mm.
I
Oh,
am not
yeah.
a vegetarian at all, but I do like to cook vegetarian from time to time.
You don't have to be. You
No,
don't have
yeah.
to box yourself in.
No, and I have come to really appreciate tofu in different ways.
If you get a good fry on a tofu, it's solid.
Yeah.
Even if you're not like a,
I
a
use
tofu
it even
eater.
just to make like tacos and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like just like mash it up in a skillet.
Tofu tacos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just like regular old taco seasoning, but instead of
or
meat,
like
use
some of
tofu.
those like
What
like
is tofu?
crumbles. It's like soybean.
yeah, so bean
Okay.
curd made into like a brick, basically. Curd.
Yeah.
You heard.
Curd, you heard. But
Mhm.
a good fried tofu, I really like a good fried tofu.
Yeah.
Best fried tofu I've ever had. Like not necessarily the dish itself, but like the best place that has fried a tofu for me. Sprout in Lancaster.
Okay.
It's
Yep.
Vietnamese food. I
Mhm.
don't know what they do, but that shit is so crispy.
Mm-hmm. I love Vietnamese.
I know we need to go get pho by us soon.
Bro, pho is amazing. I'll tell you what. I've been going to Bamboo, and then Bamboo Pho,
Not been there.
right across from Evergreen, where we're drinking this beer from. Bamboo's good. Yo, Bamboo's insanely good, and like the people there are very nice. Addie and I go there all the time. Yeah, so it's right across from Evergreen, like adjacent.
Okay.
And it's like in like a little strip mall
I
area.
know where you're at. Yeah.
Really good smoothies, really good banh-mis. Like banh-mis are where it's at. Have you ever had a banh mi?
No, I'm not familiar.
I've not ventured into the banh-mis.
Oh my goodness. All right, so this is precisely the banh mi podcast.
This is a beer, video game, and Vietnamese food podcast.
Yes.
I'm all about Asian food.
We're taking a break for a moment. We gotta talk
So
about
am I,
this.
but I'm not familiar with this one.
So if you like pho and you like noodle soup, Vietnamese soup, you should definitely try banh mi. That's Vietnamese like sub essentially.
Yeah, I know what they are. I just never tried one.
It's like a Philly hoagie. The bread is so good always. And
wait, is it in the same strip mall as the Philly hoagie place?
No,
Philadelphia Steak and
It's
Hoagie,
the other one.
greatest
Okay.
So like all
hoagie place
banh-mis
in the
like
area.
are sort of
cheesesteaks.
But have you gone to Cheesesteak Guy? Just saying.
Not
Just
yet,
saying.
no.
Just saying.
I used
Oh,
to
yeah.
work with him.
Oh, all right. We won't get into
Yeah.
this here. tell us about
So banh mi is like it's like a Philly cheesesteak hoagie
Yes.
with like a teriyaki pork,
Mhm.
and then they put pickled veggies on it. They put, which is like onions, carrots pickled, which are great by themselves.
yeah.
Cilantro and jalapenos. It's like pho in a sandwich. Tenderized pork. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's so
You
good.
said nothing that I dislike.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
far.
it sounds
There's-
fine.
The only thing I would ever like take out is jalapeno sometimes, but you can eat it and it's fine. It's good. It's always good.
I think I always shied away from it because I was like, I want pho.
Oh, I always want pho, but then I'll get the banh mi to go, and I'll refrigerate it until the next day,
That's
and
a
then
move.
toast it in the toaster oven, and it's still banging.
Okay.
I brought it to work. I brought it to work the next day, and I toasted it. I got it a little burnt. It's still banging. So good.
Oh, okay. Next day, banh mi.
Banh mi.
I've changed my outlook.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go over there.
Always get a smoothie too at a pho restaurant that serves smoothies. They should all serve smoothies.
So I
The
don't mean
smoothies
to.
are banging.
I don't mean to be like
Mango.
ignorant, but are they like boba smoothies or are they
No.
just like a smoothie? Okay, because
No.
I don't like the boba shit.
No, don't get the boba.
I don't like
I
a
don't like it
surprise
either.
tapioca.
I don't like that. I don't like that either.
I don't like to chew my drinks.
You don't want that. You just get the smoothie, just the fruit and the smoothie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Well,
good.
we might have to take a field trip.
I'm down. That's like 2 feet from daycare as well. So
Ooh,
Yeah.
2 feet
I'd
from
say it's a
daycare
little
is a
bit farther
promising
than
move.
fucking was.
Yeah,
R.I.P. fucking.
Yeah, fucking.
R.I.P. fucking.
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 You know,
fucking.
Tony and I, the originators of Precisely Podcast, we
Cheers to Tony first.
Yeah.
of all.
Hell yeah,
what
Tony.
up, Tony?
Tone, hey.
He has a dog now named Sam
Aw.
that sort of looks like him.
Looks like me.
Looks like Tony.
Yeah, it looks like me.
No,
Yeah.
Tony.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Cutest pup ever.
Yeah.
It looks like Tony. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck
People
on that.
always say that after you had a dog for a long time, they start to look like you.
Yeah, I don't think Boomer ever looked like me. But
No, I would never say Boo looks like you. I'm not gonna lie. I love both of you individually, but I would
Charlie
never say.
looked like either one
Right,
of you.
exactly. Yeah.
It's like a thing that people say though. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it looks like you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think some people are attracted to dogs that look like
no,
themselves.
don't say that.
Not
don't say
attracted
that.
in like a sexual way, but like
Well,
attracted
some
like
people are, but
Yeah.
let's not go there on
All
this
right,
podcast.
no.
This is a beer and video
what did any
game
of
and
that have to do with the pub place?
This is beer and video game
Down.
Vietnamese food podcast.
Yes.
What are we doing?
all right.
Let's get back on track.
Banh-mi's is where it's at.
All right,
Yeah.
Get a
thank you.
banh mi next time you get a pho.
What did fucking have to do with Tony and his dog?
They used to go there.
Oh. So I think before we started Precisely, we wanted to actually have a food truck that was pho related,
Right.
and we wanted to name it like
So fucking good.
yeah, so fucking good or something,
Well, easy,
something
yeah.
dumb like that, you know. But neither one of us knew how to make pho, so
Listen,
it
I
never
would.
happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
We
love.
never looked up how
That's
to make
like
it.
that place on it's like Paxton Street in Harrisburg, Furniture and Mattress Discount King.
Yeah,
They used to have signs outside of the store that said Sofa King Good.
I remember that.
because they're the furniture
good.
mattress king, but their signs always said sofa king, good.
But they don't make pho, right?
They don't make pho, they make sofas.
Well, I love
Do they make sofas?
I
They
love
don't make
you
them, but
and
they sell
Tony, but I would never buy pho from a 2 white guy.
Well, we were going to have like an Asian lady in there.
Oh, you were gonna
You
We were
know,
going to
You were
just
gonna
hire.
front?
We were going to hire someone.
you're gonna front? Oh,
No, not front. We were going to
Call that
hire someone to do our
appropriation.
work.
I don't know, man.
We were going to go to Vietnam.
2025.
Bring back an old lady.
2025. Beau and Tony get canceled. No, I'm kidding.
No, we were going to bring back a
you gotta go
Vietnam
all
lady.
the way to Vietnam to find somebody from
Oh
Vietnam.
my
Yeah.
god. They want the authentic
Why wouldn't
taste.
we?
That's authentic. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
No, I go. I,
We were going
I get
kidnap her.
Ooh.
Obviously.
All right.
You
so,
work here now.
So a
Say.
beer and video game podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Sam, what have you done that's game related in the last 3 years?
So, I will say,
Sum it up for us, please. And be quick. We've got a time limit.
yeah.
Do we?
No, I'm kidding.
I have an Uber to catch. I'm good.
Do you have a scheduled Uber to catch?
No.
Okay, I was
Like, I
gonna
don't
say.
need to catch an Uber.
Tick.
I'm good.
Tick.
I think your Uber is Sam. That's what
It
I'm
could be.
hearing.
No, Sam can drive.
No, I have finally gotten to the point where Lincoln is old enough that I've started to play some games with him.
Good.
Aw.
It's a basic level, but the main one that we've played together that I've really enjoyed is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge on
Yes.
Switch.
Oh, cool.
It's a great
Because
game.
It's a great game because I can hand him a second controller and he can just pound the shit out of buttons while I actually play the game.
It's a
And,
beat 'em
like,
up, right?
It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a straight up like button masher beat
It's
'em up.
almost a clone of Turtles in Time
It's
in a way.
kind of a clone of Turtles in Time. It's in that spirit. But like it's a good enough design that like I can hand it to him, he can play along, and like it's if he keeps like dying, he can just keep playing, which has been a lot of fun. So we've played that a lot. I've also encouraged him to pick up the Humongous Entertainment like 90s point and click games.
Good.
So
Do you have the
um,
Switch like version of that, or are you just playing?
I have those
computer?
on a mini PC,
Oh,
like
nice.
on my TV right next to my Switch. But I have them on Steam, so like
Yeah.
I can play them on like just about anything. But yeah, he's been playing a ton of like Pajama Sam and those kind of games. But then admittedly, the game that the two of us have played the most lately is Minecraft, of all things. He started to
What
get
is this?
into like watching
What is
gameplay.
This is a game that's been out for over a decade.
One of
I was
my-
like, I've never heard of this
the
game.
highest selling game of all time.
Craft my.
But
The
he's
children
been
they learn
into
for the
watching like
minds.
Let's Play content. Like mostly it's fucking Roblox.
Roblox and Minecraft are
What's
big
up
for that.
What's up
Roblox.
with kids watching stuff?
What's up with airplane food?
No, seriously, like
I think it's a generational thing. I don't think we understand it.
I will
think
say there's been a few times where Let's Plays have caught my attention.
no.
One of those times was PewDiePie playing Minecraft. I watched that series and enjoyed it.
PewDiePie.
Yeah. But
Wow.
other than that, I don't get it. But Lincoln loves watching some of it. I think for him at his age, at least,
He's learning.
Yeah.
he's able to watch somebody else play the game to its fullest, and then he tries to play those games, and it's frustrating.
I think that like for us generationally, we don't get that because we never had that.
No.
Yeah.
But
I think
I've
you're
watched Twitch streams and stuff, but I don't watch them religiously. But it's like if there's a game I'm looking at that I might buy, I'll watch a couple streams or
Yeah.
whatever, and that'll sway me one way or another, and then I'm done with it.
If I need
So-
to get through a level and I need to watch a video for it, that's the only reason I am watching a YouTube thing to like beat that
Well, like,
dungeon or
let's
whatever.
say-
I think in a
let's say a
linear
game comes
fashion
out,
for
though.
a game, it makes less sense to watch somebody play.
Yeah.
In a game like Minecraft, where it's kind of an open-ended sandbox, he tends to watch content that's very more like creative driven.
I can see that.
And what I've noticed, which is kind of cool, is that as he's watched people build stuff with that, where everything's kind of like cube based, he then takes that to like Legos. And as
Oh.
I've noticed, like, now he's getting older too, but like his ability to like look at like a pile of Legos and turn it into something with like actual structure
Which is awesome.
has increased,
That's
which
cool.
is totally cool. But other than that, so playing a lot with him, and he tends to dictate what video games get played in my house a lot.
Nice.
But the other thing that I've jumped into more from a nostalgia side is a platform that a bunch of really cool people on the internet put together called Exodus, which is this like mega repository of DOS games, like old MS-DOS computer games. So revisiting a lot of stuff that I played when I was a kid. And the whole point of the project is to have like an easy front end that you don't have to know anything about like emulators or anything like that to get like these very accurate representations of the games, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
So shout out to Exodus. But then the last one that like has captured more of my attention than I'm willing to admit is an online platform called Flashpoint that is designed to be a similar thing like Exodus, but a repository for Flash games from like the early 2000s.
Oh.
And I've jumped into these like random Flash games that I played when I was like 12 or 13 years old that I hadn't seen in like so long, because you can't even like go on a web browser and just like play that kind of stuff anymore. And we're not necessarily just talking like simple, like casual games, like some of the stuff that used to be on like newgrounds.com.
Oh my God, Newgrounds.
But we're talking like full-fledged, like I played through, I don't even remember what it's called.
Is that still a website?
Yeah, it is.
Is it really?
Not the way it was, but
Not like it was.
It's like all Flash games, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But there was like an Ivan Drago, like Rocky 4, Ivan Drago, like another like beat 'em up. I'm a big fan of like the button masher beat 'em up style. And there was a game like that on there that was like, it was a very full-fledged game. But then there's also I don't know. I struggle to call it an RPG, but it's basically an RPG, the emo game.
Oh,
right. There was there's a whole series of them, but the emo game, and it's like a point and click kind of RPG that was all based in Flash. And like, if it weren't for these guys doing this like preservation effort, that stuff would have all just disappeared.
Yeah.
When Steve Jobs decided that Flash was no longer a thing.
Yeah.
So it's cool to get to jump into that. It's been a lot of revisiting for me.
That's cool.
I spent a good half hour today playing the original NHL hockey for PC, which was basically NHL 93, 94 on Sega Genesis.
Are you Canadian?
No. But it was one of the first computer games I ever had when I was a kid. It's actually a really good one.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Sam, cut that out.
I was watching Emo Game.
Oh, the Emo Game is so fun. And it's like, all the characters in it are, like, if you were into, like, early 2000s, like, pop punk emo, it's like, the lead characters are, like, the Get Up Kids. And Chris Carrabba from Dashboard Confessional makes an appearance. I think Weezer is like a villain or something. I forget what. But
that's cool.
It's a really silly game.
Oh, man.
It's a lot of fun to just kind of click through and relive my like middle school, high school.
That's cool
years.
to see like that era of gaming. I'll put that in like an air quote because it's like some people wouldn't consider that like true gaming.
Yeah.
But it is gaming in a way. Like that nostalgia for that is coming back, and like it's able to come back, because that's like the one thing that we're starting to see like lackings of when servers get taken down, and like Flash is no longer supported or things like that. We're not going to be able to have these things, but somebody's supporting it, and that's good. It's
another era of like individual developers making really cool stuff, because like
it's indie games for sure.
It was all the way, and like
it's OG indie games.
Yeah. Well, I'd say it's another generation of that, where it's like dude in his basement made this like full game.
Yeah. And
like,
sometimes they're like shorter games.
Yeah. Sometimes they're like straight up like slime volleyball. Like you click twice and it's a game. But
it's not good, but it's nostalgic to a lot of us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I just replayed Donut County.
Oh my god, I was thinking about that the other day.
Such a good game. It's like the opposite of Katamari, which I'm sure we probably had a podcast about it.
I think we talked about it because both of us have beat it for sure.
I'm familiar with it from you guys.
Yeah.
I've never played it.
It's like
I should play it again.
Maybe tops 3-hour game.
Yes.
If that.
I would say easy 2, maybe 3.
Instead of rolling up objects, you are sucking them into a hole that keeps getting bigger.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's amazing. It's more so dialogue, and the dialogue that I read this time around, because I think I skipped it the first time I played it, it's just so funny.
But it's like cute little like raccoons and stuff.
Yeah,
too.
the raccoon owns a donut shop, and people order donuts online from him, so he sends a donut hole essentially to suck up everything that they own. And then the whole town goes into this donut hole. You know?
Yeah, it's
fun.
chaotic, but it was a really fun indie game.
Yeah.
I just downloaded an indie game that I have not started yet, but it was one of those like it's on sale at the end of the year games for like it's the price I wanted to pay. I just got, because I've heard so many rave reviews. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion.
Oh yeah, I beat that game.
Yeah, I gotta play that one.
Did I never talk about that game?
I don't know if I've heard multiple things about it. I don't know if it was from you or from All Fronts.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I've heard it's a really good game, and it was like a $4.99
Did
eShop
you play
buy.
it?
Not yet.
It's a Zelda clone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been on on my watch list, and I was just waiting for it to drop for me to pick it up. But
it's a fetch quest Zelda clone. Might take you 2 hours, 3 hours. Yeah. It's amazing. And it's like so like real with the world of like fuck the government, like fuck taxes. Like, every time there's like a wanted poster of Turnip Boy, he'll find it and he'll rip it to shreds. He's just like fuck that.
Here, do you want to know the indie game I'm playing right now?
Sure.
Somebody made a ROM hack. I don't know if it's technically Final Fantasy or if it's Final Fantasy based, but it is an RPG, and I have it downloaded on my Pocket. Somebody made a Frasier RPG. And it is great so
Are there
far.
battles or what?
Oh yeah, no, I just battled. Who did I battle? What's his name from the radio? The Star Trek guy.
Beam me up, Scotty.
No. Can't remember
I'm
the
not
guy.
as good on my Frasier lore
guy
as I am my Cheers lore.
It's. I don't want to say Vern because that feels wrong, but it's like something like that. Gene? No, not Gene, because that's Gene Roddenberry. It's the guy that works at the radio station. I can't remember his name. He's obsessed with Star Trek. I just had to battle him and like on the last one I played, but it is fantastic.
What system is that for?
It's like a Game Boy clone, but it's literally a ROM. Like you can go to this guy's website and download it.
Okay.
And just throw it on your analog pocket and play it like a Game Boy.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah.
I have not yet like thrown games onto my analog, but I love
Frasier Fantasy, the director's cut.
I
Yep.
love the analog.
That's
so
it.
how easy is it? You just plug it in or what?
Tyler sent me a bunch of stuff to do it, but I have an SD card, and you just download the
send me the files.
I used to do a lot
I'll
of
do
that
what I
with
can.
flash carts on like the NES, SNES.
Yeah,
stuff.
I have flash carts for Game Boy Advance and Game
I
Boy.
just mean loading like ROM hacks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I have carts for Game Boy Advance and then Game Boy Color.
And it's
but
Noel Shemsky.
no, thank you.
Yes.
It was like a GN somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Thank you. No.
I've been playing Analog Pocket as well.
Yeah.
And I've been playing Pokemon Unbound.
Okay.
Have you guys ever heard of that one?
Is that
No.
one of the
It's
fan
a-
clones?
Yeah.
kind
But
of
it's
things?
like the best one I've ever played.
I feel like everybody has a different favorite, like fan-based Pokemon game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
There are a
Pokemon
ton.
Uranium Edition is one
Uranium
that I've spent
is
some
good.
time
And nobody's
Yeah.
talking about Pokemon Cock.
Oh, I'll talk about Pokemon Cock all day.
with. What's Pokemon Cock?
Do you want to get confused and come in your face? Because that's Pokemon Cock.
God damn. Yeah, that's Pokemon
That
Cock
might
is
raise
that.
more questions than I had before.
Pokemon Cock will raise more
I
questions.
will order
I don't know
the
if I should-
cartridge to your house if you want.
Oh
yeah,
boy.
I think we do that.
Mhm.
I think we do that.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
go
do
in
that.
on that for you.
It's like $2.50 each.
I'll express it to your house.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You'll get it in 2 weeks.
But tell me about this one.
So Unbound, the one thing that I always like sort of disliked about Pokemon games, like the mainstream games, is that they're easy.
Okay.
I
just Googled Pokemon cock version.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, thank you for putting version at the end, because if you didn't,
It
that
is
would have been a
version.
problem.
Yeah. All the mainstream games easy. You know, you understand the elements. It's easy. Pokemon Unbound, though. Oh my god, they turn everything wishy-washy to you. They explain it to you, and then you have to make a party that makes sense for almost every gym battle.
Are you saying that the like elements are not the elements?
Yeah, so I am not necessarily stuck, but I'm at an area where I'm like, fuck, what do I do? Where it's the opposite of elements.
Okay.
So fire will actually hurt water.
Interesting.
So I'm at a gym that uses all normal Pokemon, which normal doesn't really have like the opposite to it besides normal. So you have to level up these normal Pokemon that you've caught to be able to fight them. The cool thing about this game is depending on your level, like your highest level Pokemon depends on the level of all the people you battle. So I had a level like 65 fucking seagull motherfucker. I don't even know what it was. Pokemon, and then all the other ones were like 50 and below. Well, all of this gym leader's Pokemons were 65 and higher. I was like, let me lower this guy's level. Let me lower my main guy's level. And I like went to like level 30 and below and like kept them all at 30. His highest was level 30, which is really cool. So it like evens the playing field depending on who you have in the party.
That's interesting.
But it's still so fucking hard.
It's like the midway, keep it close
algorithm.
Yeah,
in the old
it's really
NFL
cool.
Blitz games.
Yeah, like
We're back to NFL Blitz.
Yeah.
so like you could have like party share on. I think party share is already on, and you could have one high level Pokemon that then will level up everyone that you battle their Pokemon, and then have all lower level Pokemon and level them up very fast that way, which is sort of cool, you know. But either way, I'm stuck at this fucking gym, and I'm far into it. I'm probably in the 5th or 6th gym, but it's normal, and it's like reverse normal. So like you need normal Pokemon to fight normal Pokemon to hurt them, but you're also getting hurt a lot too. It's different.
That's interesting.
It's challenging. Let's put it that way.
I did start replaying Silver a little bit.
Silver is good.
Oh, Silver is fantastic. And because I was kind of like nostalgic and in a way like yearning for Pokemon again, but I didn't want new Pokemon because I tried Sword was the last Pokemon I tried.
That Sword sucks.
There's so much. I didn't want like I don't
too much dialogue.
I don't have time
too easy.
for. I don't have time for a million other things. I just wanted to play OG. I didn't want to play Red. I wanted to play Silver. So I played Silver, and you think I'm not going to remember which city it is, but the one with the daycare, I just got there.
Do you ever put your Pokemon in daycare?
I never really did.
Yeah, I don't trust them.
What do you think their crimes are?
Negligence.
Bestiality.
That took a different turn than I thought it would.
This is, I'm sorry, this is unrailed. What just happened?
Say, what was the name of that Pokemon game you were playing? I think that fits in there.
Pokemon Cock.
Yeah, Pokemon
Cock version.
Well, Pokemon Company did just release a life-size Gardevoir plush.
I saw that.
Ooh. The internet's going to do terrible things to that.
Well, that's the thing. You ask like any like real Pokemon fan, like what their favorite, like, or you say, what's the sexiest Pokemon? And they name any Pokemon, and you're like,
What's the acceptable answer to that to you, though?
None.
Okay, that's
it's
what I
a
thought.
fucking animal.
That's what I thought. Okay, good.
Like what?
Sam, you look like you're raising your eyebrows at that. Do you have an
No,
acceptable
I'm
answer?
saying Beau's not wrong.
No, that's correct. I agree.
That's what those eyes were.
I agree.
Because
It's
if you have an answer to that,
bestiality,
it's
like-
kind of like, well,
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
No, I agree. I wouldn't I wouldn't touch that with a 20-foot pole.
Like there's cute Pokemon, but like there's not sexy
Cute and
Pokemon.
sexy are two
Yeah,
very
that's two different
different
things.
Yeah.
Because I've had this conversation with my friend where we're like, okay, if I'm showing up to the Elite Four, I'm not showing up with like the strongest, heftiest Pokemon. I'm showing up with strong Pokemon, but they're all going to be cute motherfuckers. Every single one of them is going to be cute little.
Yeah, because you're like
because I'm going to beat you, but I'm going to look cute doing it.
yeah, you're the cute Pokemon trainer then that has
Right.
like the Jigglypuffs and the Clefairies and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Exactly.
Then again, someone at the Pokemon Company decided to name that Pokemon Jigglypuff.
There's no.
It's a puff.
Yeah, it's a
It
fucking
jiggles.
marshmallow, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
That could be
sings.
double entendre in there.
But what was the
No.
Japanese version of Jiggly? That's where we really have to go. We have to go all the way back to Japan because we're the English translated versions of
That's
these.
true. What was Jigglypuff called?
I
in
was just
Japan.
So this past weekend, I was in like Ohio and Pittsburgh, and I went to see my good friend Chris, who is VHS Crypt on Instagram, which has a
Hell yeah.
hefty following.
Yeah, I think
Well,
I follow him not
he-
even knowing you.
Yeah, he might have had one before he got nuked, but if you don't follow him, you should. But I gifted him a like 1999, maybe 2000. Like he's really deep into Pokemon cards right now, so I gifted him like as a thank you for letting me stay with him, Beckett Pokemon price guide from them. I thought like he'd be into that. Like
That's
this is
cool.
a weird thing. He'd really dig it.
Yeah.
And he did. But we cracked it open that night. We're flipping through and it gets to Gen 2, but all the Gen 2 wasn't released in America yet. So it's all the Japanese names and like
Oh.
all these like real shitty drawings of like Gen 2 Pokemon. But like, so that's what I'm thinking. Like Jigglypuff had to have a weird name.
Jigglypuff's name in Japan is now. This is my English pronunciation of this, but Purin, which is a
Okay.
custard pudding.
Ooh, well, Jigglypuff is custard pudding-esque.
I would argue that a pudding could be jiggly or puffy as well.
It's just Purin.
Yeah, Purin. I'm
Well-
sure that that's not the way you say that.
You put
If you're
you put up like a
Japanese, but-
Jello pudding in front of you, it's gonna move a little bit. So
Yeah.
I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I see it. I wouldn't sexualize it, but I see it.
Yeah. No.
All right, Kelly, what's the most sexy Pokemon?
None. I'm right there with you. These are
Sam,
He
what's
said
the most sexy Pokemon?
No.
If
There's some sexy words
if you were a
involved
Pokemon,
with
if you were a
Pokemon.
Pokemon,
If I was a
sexy
Pokemon. Okay, hold on. If you were a Pokemon, what would your type be, Beau?
Rock type.
Yeah, I'm hard as an onyx. Steel type. Steelix. Let's put it this way. Let's say we were all Pokemon masters, all right?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I like this version. Okay.
All right.
What's your trainer type?
What is our number one Pokemon that we would use?
I was gonna say like, what's your trainer type? You know, like there's like the Bug Kid and like the Ghost Trainer and like
Yeah.
You-
All right.
What's your type?
You don't name yours.
I won't.
We name yours.
Oh.
Okay. Sam?
I'm not prepared to answer this question. I'll be honest.
I'm doing it.
Go ahead. Vibes only.
All right. So Sam is Magnemite.
Oh, yeah, I would see him being an electric trainer.
Like one of those nerd Pokemon.
yeah,
that-
I would see him being like an electric type trainer.
Yeah.
That
He's
tracks.
got a lot of
That all
gadgets.
tracks.
Yeah.
Yep, that's correct. It's a good one for him.
Although the look of Magnemite does give me some anxiety.
Why?
He's got a very, very large eye with a very small pupil, which means he's very wide-eyed. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, he's not
know what that means.
He's not going against you. He's your friend. That's your bro.
Well, I know, but he seems
taking
concerned.
Well,
is
he's
what I'm
taking,
saying.
he's taking your enemies out.
That's
You'd
just
want
like
him
a-
on your side. I wouldn't want to fight against
It's
him.
a photograph of him.
It's true.
He might not look like that all the
Yeah,
time.
he does. See, in other
That's true.
illustrations, he does have more of a furrowed brow, which I can track with. He looks angry there.
That's fair.
Yeah. But the
No,
ones where he's like completely circular. Wow.
He's really shocking.
Yeah.
I can see that for you. You're a gadget guy. I could see you
I
being
could
an electric
definitely
type.
see that. Yeah, I tend to gravitate towards Gyarados just because I like to say the word Gyarados.
Hmm.
Let's hear it.
Gyarados.
No. Let's hear it as Gyarados.
No, I don't want to do that.
No, let's do that.
I don't know. I don't know each Pokemon call.
I'm not prepared to improv that one.
What do you mean? You gotta say it like you're a fucking dragon Pokemon.
But I think you would be a dragon type trainer.
Oh yeah? Which one?
You're like
Just go back to like a half hour into this podcast when you were mad about
the Game of Cosmos.
Bro, I'm so angry about
He's still
that.
mad. He's never going to talk to me again after this. We're never going to have a second podcast here.
I'm just like
No, you're always like chasing like it, not in a bad way. You're like always chasing like the next level. I feel like a dragon type would be like for you because you're slightly mystical. You know, you've got that air about you, but you're also like chasing that like next level. You're always wanting to be better. And I feel like dragon type trainers are like, I'm going to be the best. I'm going to be, I got this top tier Dragonite. We're going to come in here and clean the floor with you. You know,
so
like,
is it Dragonite?
well, I'm just saying Dragonite because I basically don't go past second gen, but I mean, I'm not beholden to that immediately, but I feel like you could roll with the Dragonite pretty well.
Okay. I appreciate that. I want to say, Kelly, I want to say that you're psychic, honestly.
Ooh, that's a type I didn't see coming. I have a mental pick of what I would be, and that's not what I thought, but go off.
Yeah, like I want to say fairy / psychic.
Okay.
And for some reason I want to say Clefairy or Jinx,
Ooh, okay.
if anything.
Okay.
know?
I've low key liked Jinx before.
Jinx is wild.
Yeah,
She's a wild animal.
She's off the chain.
Yeah. And I feel like I've
Fairies, I love
seen
them.
all different levels of you, so I feel like Jinx would be very appropriate character. Maybe not as your like primary, but as one of them.
Okay. Okay.
You know, it's hard to read you sometimes.
Ooh, spooky.
How do you see yourself?
I'm a water type person.
Okay.
I always like a water type Pokemon.
And I was thinking that too. So you're Squirtle or
Yep.
you're someone else?
Squirtle's my guy for
Okay.
sure. That's all been my starter in Gen 1.
Yeah, no, it's an all around a pretty good analysis because I've always been an electric type guy. Too.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Say
I noticed that from your yellow beanie.
yes. Yeah.
Lieutenant Surge over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It matches my
Lieutenant
man.
Surge
It
Jr.
matches my man bag. That's why I
Aw.
wore it. you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice man
Oh,
bag.
that's good.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely like a electrode kind of guy.
Yeah. No, I like that. That's a good analysis of our friendship here, friends.
Yeah, I think so. So I would always choose, God, I feel like I was always a Bulbasaur or Squirtle.
I would have said you were a fire starter.
I was
Here-
definitely a Squirtle in that
I
edition.
feel like I've always
but-
chose all of them at different times. Like once I realized that there were only 5 or 6 fire Pokemon to begin with, I would then choose Charmander.
yeah, I
Just to
say I
have
was a
one.
fire type if I wasn't
But
playing like
fire type was
Pikachu
so
edition.
hard in the beginning.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a really hard start.
Mm-hmm. that's
Honestly,
fine.
but like Pikachu edition, I remember playing that and being like getting to the first gym and being like, God damn it.
yeah,
Like-
that one you can run into a wall pretty quick
yeah,
in that
like
one.
real
What,
easy.
the rock?
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
when you
yeah,
hit
but
Brock like first out of the gate
Right.
with
Yeah.
your electric, you just had Pikachu and whatever you caught, a Pidgey or two
Say,
along the
Yeah,
way.
you have to have a fucking Caterpie with something, string shot that
Yeah.
does something.
Yeah, but chances are you got a Metapod. And just
It
harden.
doesn't even matter. They all suck.
Right.
They all suck.
I remember that being like a hard grind when my sister had yellow and I had red. But I remember trying her yellow and being like, damn, what's going on here?
Yo, surfing Pikachu though, so good.
Next level. Next level.
Did you guys hack your game?
Nah, dude.
no,
I'm
Never
a straight shooter.
Wait, you never had surfing Pikachu?
Nah, I'm a straight shooter.
no.
You never played it?
I don't cheat, bro.
Hey, make it.
I don't cheat, bro.
Was it a cheat code?
I
I
don't-
don't think it was. No,
I don't-
let me go back into my brain. I think you got surfing Pikachu. If I am correct, I think you got surfing Pikachu by putting that cartridge, if I remember correctly, into an N64 like
I didn't have
Oh, a
that.
transfer pack.
transfer
I didn't have
pack
that.
into the controller with a Pokemon Stadium,
I didn't have that.
and then you had to do a code then.
There was only like 2 games that used the transfer pack, so
It was Stadium
it
and
had to be
Stadium 2.
And then somehow,
Oh, I meant at all. The other one was Mario Golf because I had that for Mario Golf.
somehow
I
you
never
did
had the N64, so
somehow you did something, and then an island opened up in Pokemon Yellow, and you could then play Pokemon or Pikachu surfing Pikachu.
According
arcade.
to the internet, you are correct, Beau.
Yeah,
wow.
You had to have an N64 cartridge, the
I didn't have
expansion
that.
pack, and Stadium.
I'm a fucking nerd, dude.
Yeah.
Good for you.
No, I only had the
Pretty,
transfer
bro.
pack so that after I completely quote
That's why I
unquote
started this podcast.
just for that moment right there.
Yeah.
No, just like to be a nerd because
Yeah.
like I have so much nerd knowledge. It's
Mhm.
fucking
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I never had an
I had to
N64.
bring it out of my fucking ass, so I was like, ugh. I
It's
remember
funny
you had
you-
to do something with an N64
I
to
saw
get
your
surfing
eyes
Pikachu.
roll back, and
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
started like
He had to look
shifting.
far back into
I
that
had to
brain.
think about
He
like
started
being like
convulsing,
Yeah.
and he was like projecting
I
Nintendo
reverted
through
myself
him.
2/3 of my life back to 12 to get to.
I looked at
Pokemon
myself
Yellow.
and said, self.
Self.
Yeah. I had to look through Sam's yellow shade glasses.
Yes.
to
Yeah.
get
Lieutenant
back-
Surge
the
Jr.
other thing
all
I
the
wore
way. But
I
he's
wore
got that
my-
Eagles shirt
I
on
wore-
though.
Yeah, well, my
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Yeah,
my
they won.
Super Bowl champions
Birds.
shirt.
You know what's funny about the birds and stuff
Yeah.
is
Bees?
they had I saw a video on TikTok. They had a video of like all the football players being like, "Yeah, we won," blah blah blah.
Mhm.
They're cursing the whole time, and the newscasters are like, "We apologize for them."
Yeah. Oh, did you
the
see
whole time
the parade
and like
yesterday?
everyone's like, "Fuck this, fuck that."
Yeah.
Like,
So yesterday they had the
Oh, it's so
parade
good.
on like
Yeah.
all the networks
Yeah.
in Philly, and all
there was no
AJ
delay.
Brown.
There
They're
was
like,
no delay, and there should have been
No.
a delay because they were apologizing.
like their number one receiver, AJ Brown, stood up at the podium at the art museum yesterday, like at the Rocky Steps.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have a lot to say, but I'm a fucking champion.
yeah.
Like their one lineman, Landon Dickerson, like his whole speech was just like
That's straight up
all
Philly.
expletives.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
straight up
And-
Philly.
Well, I'm like,
What's wild though is they didn't have a delay,
No.
like even like a 5-second delay.
Yeah.
They didn't.
No, they're
just
like, we're live streaming, and when we mean live, we mean live.
but the whole time they're apologizing right after they curse.
because they can't control what
It's
they're
like,
going to
why
say.
even apologize? Like it's fucking Philly, and it's also 2020 fucking 5.
Yeah.
Who cares?
The
Yeah.
FCC cares.
Yeah, that's
or maybe they don't.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, the whole Super Bowl celebration of Philadelphia has been amusing. The mayor, who took a bunch of shit because she didn't know how to spell Eagles when she was chanting Eagles a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
ELG.
She came out and did like way too long of a speech yesterday, and they were just like booing her. And then
Oh, no.
at one point
Oh,
during
no.
her speech, you could hear people chanting, "Wrap it up, wrap it up." Like she just took so much heat.
My
And-
friend was on Broad
Oh yeah.
night of the Super Bowl. I have a couple friends
Say
that
my
live in Philly.
brother-in-law went down after
Yeah,
it
she
happened.
was out there, and then I get like a text the next morning was like an urgent care check-in.
Oh dear.
She was like, "I think my foot's broken," or what?
Oh no.
It's not. She just sprained
She's
her foot.
okay?
But
Okay.
yeah,
Go birds.
Go Birds. Yeah, that's literally what it said. It said reason for visiting, and it was like
Go Birds.
Go Birds. It literally said Go Birds and the reason for visiting.
Yeah. I don't know. I like football. I don't love football, but I like football.
Yeah.
And I always get like the Eagles have won the Super Bowl twice now. And I got suckered into buying the t-shirt that night both times.
Good job.
Good for you.
Yeah, you know.
That's fair. I mean, I watched it. Same thing. I don't care about the NFL anymore. I really can't support it. But like, if I'm gonna see one team win, it's gonna be the Birds, and I'm gonna be,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
semi
Pennsylvania.
It's funny. I
happy about
celebrated
it.
the Super Bowl mostly on Monday. Like, yay, the Birds won.
Yeah.
And then it was baseball season.
Yeah. Now it's baseball
So
time.
as of Thursday, my Baltimore Orioles have reported for spring training.
Yeah.
And it is time.
Like my Family Feud character that I made. He wears a sweatshirt that says sports.
Yes.
Good for you.
And that's as much as I like
Good
sports.
for
Yeah.
you.
I have
Good
not
for you.
watched a Super Bowl in like 10 plus years. I have customers that come in. I'll buy like sports memorabilia
Yeah.
if it's worth money. Like I just had someone that had a John Reed or something or Jeff Reed from Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't know.
It was like a
Steelers.
Jeff Reed was their
Yeah,
kicker.
it was like a signed fucking like fake helmet or whatever. It was a real signature from
Yeah.
Beckett. I'm like, dude, his signature, like people are asking $50 for it on a signed helmet.
Yeah, he's a kicker. I don't know why anyone would give
But
a
ain't
shit
nobody
about
buying
No.
it. So I ain't buying it either.
No.
You know, like I don't want that shit. Like
No,
give me
it's
someone
like-
good. Give me a fucking Babe Ruth. I'll buy that
This
shit
is-
all day.
Give me
Insane.
Babe Ruth.
You know?
Bring him in. Bring,
But, like,
Yeah.
that's
bring
the
me
thing,
the
like,
Babe.
Sports is sports to me. Like
Yeah, I
don't
get
gi-
you.
I don't give a fuck.
I get you.
I'd rather play
Madden. No. Oh, sorry. NFL Blitz 2001.
oh my
I'd rather
God,
play
Blitz all
NFL
day.
Blitz anyway.
But I'd rather play a Madden game for sure.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
I'd rather play Blitz than Madden. Old Madden, like Kelly had Madden 2001.
day than Madden.
Well,
but
but I'm
saying,
nostalgic for certain random years of Madden.
instead
Like,
of Super Bowl, I would rather do Madden.
like Madden
Mm.
2001 was
What if
on
we-
Kelly's table when we came down
I'd
here.
rather play
and I
Madden
played
on
that.
Game Boy.
What if we instead of the Super Bowl next year, what if we just have a Madden day?
Yes.
I would play Madden like 95 on Genesis.
Wow. Deep cuts.
Because
Sounds good.
I'm like nostalgic for the old shitty 90s sports
Yeah,
games
it's good.
more than
That's
I
fun.
am like current Madden.
It's fun.
That's fair.
Not that anyone's nostalgic for current Madden, but like
But yeah, no, I get you.
and well, and then like PS2 baseball games. MVP baseball was the
Right.
greatest baseball game ever made, and then they stopped making it in
never played those.
2005, and I haven't bought a new baseball game worth playing since then.
I never was into the sports titles. The closest I got was Mario Golf on the Game Boy
I'm a
Color.
sports ball. Well, but yeah, Mario Golf is probably the game I've played the most, though. Admittedly,
What was it? Tiger Woods Wii Golf.
Yeah.
I never played Wii. I played PS2
It
Tiger
started
Woods.
up with Ludacris's song.
What? Really? There was a
Yeah,
Chris
I
and
think
Tiger
so. Yeah,
Woods?
yeah.
Well,
Oh my god.
that's funny because again, Madden 2001 up on Kelly's table there opened up with a song by a guy named Bone Crusher.
Mm.
What a name.
Oh yeah,
Is that
and
a
it was-
government name?
I have no idea, but I know
I
that the
hope
song
so.
went. Cause I'm outside of the club and the beat is on.
Sounds like a great song. Sounds like I'm adding that to a Spotify playlist.
I ain't never scared.
Hell yeah.
All right. What a song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
yeah.
All right. Next beer. All right.
Let us know about this beer, please.
This is called Volcano Sauce. It's a sour ale. It has been in my fridge for probably 4 to 6 months.
Oh, good.
I've been
That's
wanting to
solid.
I've been wanting to share it with someone, so I'm sharing it with you guys. It's been a long time.
Oh, it doesn't smell bad.
It's got bubbles in it.
It's a
and there's
sour
nothing
ale.
sitting on the bottom.
I
so
think
those
this
are
is going
always
to be
good.
very close
What's-
to our precisely beer. Honestly,
Yeah, no, it smells like it. What's the percent here?
it's
Little
brewed
bit.
with blackberries, blueberries, milk sugar, and vanilla, and the percent is 6.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Milk
What was-
sugar.
Still walking it back.
What was our precisely beer?
Way more than that, I think.
I
Like
don't know.
7, 8,
Okay.
maybe. I don't know.
That doesn't taste like beer.
Oh, yeah, no,
that
that's
tastes
good.
good.
That's really.
That tastes really good.
way
That's
too
real
good to
good.
be beer.
God
No,
damn,
that's
that's
really
good.
Listen,
tasty.
Ooh, it's sour at the end.
Yeah, it kind of tastes like blueberry
Blueberry
cereal.
Yeah.
Like the
It
monster
definitely
cereal.
has that like
has like a milky
Sweet.
beginning.
I taste blueberry.
God damn, that's good.
That's good.
that is really
Oh.
good.
Who made that?
So my buddy Blake.
Well done, buddy.
Shut
Uh,
up, Blake.
No,
Okay, no, shut up, Blake.
He-
So sorry.
he gave me this beer.
Oh, okay.
He did not brew this beer.
Damn. All right, well, preemptive shut up, Blake.
Thanks for giving Beau this beer.
Volcano Sauce is from. Where are
You keep
from?
going past it. I'm trying to read it on the
Aslan Beer Company, which might be from
Ashland?
Ashland.
Virginia.
Okay.
Oh, Ashland, Virginia.
He's not from Virginia though.
I was going to say Ashland.
Aslan.
That's where many people would love to live.
Look, it's
Cosmo
like
Kramer would love to live in
I don't know.
Ashland.
Ashland.
Aslan.
Ashland.
Volcano
Yeah.
sauce. It's
That's
literally
great.
been in my fridge for like 6 months.
No, I
at
love that.
least.
I love that.
The
Maybe-
more it sits with me,
maybe,
the
yeah.
more it tastes like sugary cereal.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, like yours to start, that fruit force was real fruity, but this is like a different real fruity.
Okay, it's from Alexandria. It's like
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That makes a
well,
lot
I
of
was
sense.
wondering where in Virginia.
Amazing
That's
tater.
not far from us.
Amazing.
Sure.
I heard the potato broke
Yeah.
this ale.
Mm.
Yeah,
No,
this
my
is
point
great.
was that Alexandria is not that far from
Oh,
Pennsylvania.
you know what I wanted to ask you, Sam?
Okay.
Or both of you.
Okay.
Have you guys ever been to Legoland?
Oh, in
No.
California, I have.
The
When
one
I
that's
was
close.
a wee lass.
The one that's close to us.
No. I've been to California Legoland when I was in like 4th or 5th grade.
Okay.
When it first opened. And that is the only Legoland I've ever been to.
There's
it was
one-
baller, though.
There's one that's close to us.
Are we doing a field trip?
We could. My daughter wants to go back.
Go back. She's already been?
Yes.
Girl.
Dude, it's pretty fucking cool.
All right. I think
Where
we go.
is the Legoland? And
Philly, right?
It's outside of Philly-ish.
Plymouth Meeting.
Yeah.
So I think we load up the van
It
here.
was like 40
We
minutes
all
away
go.
from Tony.
So
I think we all
That's
go.
only like 10 miles away
Plymouth
from
Meeting
Tony.
is about 5 minutes from my sister-in-law's house.
I think we all
It's
go to
cool.
Legoland. That's what I'm hearing.
I was very confused. Let's put it that way. We went. We're looking for it. We cannot find it from the outside.
Wait, is it not an outdoor Legoland?
No.
Oh, it's an
a
indoor
Discovery
Legoland.
It's in
Center.
it's in an abandoned mall. Like there is
Oh.
The
literally.
Plymouth Meeting Mall.
I'll tell you what's in this mall.
It's Legoland?
No.
A Shake Shack.
Nope. The wildest things are in this mall. No
Where the wild
shops
things are.
besides Legoland.
Urban
And-
Outfitters.
Nope.
Oop.
Legoland is one of the shops.
Okay.
Everything else is closed.
Mhm.
And then they have
Sounds like American
a
Dream.
merry-go-round
A merry-go-round.
that you pay $5 for.
Like a legit, like it's just a normal
Like
horse
horses.
merry-go-round. Okay.
Yes.
Nothing weird.
2-stage merry-go-round.
Oh, 2-stage. Okay.
And then the most popular thing that was in the middle of this
Not Legoland.
abandoned mall
Yeah.
was like a jump thing where
Like a-
like you strap your kid to
Oh, it's not even like one of those trampoline parks.
it's a trampoline,
But it's not
but-
a park. It's a
but
thing.
you strap them in and then they jump really high up in the air.
Mm. So there's three things
it's like
in this mall.
it's like a rubber band.
There's 3 things in this mall. It's Legos, jumping, and
So
merry-go-rounds.
yeah, it's the Plymouth Meeting Mall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so different vibes. I've been to a Legoland that was outdoors with like a roller
Yes.
coaster and things like
They
that.
This is
advertise those.
genuinely like I drive past this every time I go to my
It's really
sister-in-law's
cool
house.
though, and like
I would go
the
though.
gift shop was cool. Like they had all the good fucking Legos and all the bad
Nice.
Lego
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah,
I wasn't
would
kidding. There
say-
is a Shake Shack in the parking lot.
Hell
They're
yeah.
like, yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah,
Count
this
Scott
is-
and I
yeah.
in. It sounds like we're in.
There was more closed stores. There was
Yeah.
open
No,
stores.
I'm looking
in
at
this
the mall, and there's like half the mall is
There's
like
nothing
empty.
there. I was like, what the fuck are we
I
going?
will say-
There's no signage for Legoland.
If we
either,
need
which was
an
weird.
excuse to go there and it doesn't fill out the whole day,
It's
the
not
Plymouth Meeting
It's
Mall.
not going to fill out the
Well,
whole day.
so-
Mm.
the Plymouth Meeting Mall is about a half a mile from IKEA as well.
Oh, we go get some
Meatballs.
details.
Yeah,
we
go
call
get some
it a day.
meatballs. Go get some furniture. Some
Okay,
flat
I could do that.
packs.
I could do that.
Yeah. Go to Dave and Buster's.
Ooh, Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, we can't
How-
go to one of those 5 feet from our own house.
I'd rather just stay in Legoland than Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, no,
honestly.
I agree. Do
What's cool about Legoland is that they have tables full of Legos that you can just fucking play
Oh.
with and build
Not
That's
as
cool.
fun.
like all over the place. And I'm like,
Nice.
wow, they're just letting you play with Legos. That's cool. It's
That's nice.
Legoland.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be all about that.
No.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at the list of like shit that's in this mall still.
There's nothing.
There's a
Nothing.
Whole Foods randomly.
Ooh, that's
no,
nice.
there isn't.
Oop.
There's no way there is.
It's nowhere near where you would have been, and it's
Okay.
outside. It's not actually in the mall.
How close is this to Oaks? Because we can hit that weird museum.
It's about 20 minutes from Oaks.
Okay, so
'cause you go
we
to-
could hit the
Because
museum.
Oaks is
Yeah, I did that.
Phoenixville.
Yeah.
And this is like another 15
It's
minutes down
2
the
miles from
turnpike.
Phoenixville. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
it's- yeah.
I'll
Yes.
tell you what. We did
Thinking
a,
in terms of turnpike exits.
Correct.
Yeah.
at Legoland. We did a 3D movie,
Oh.
and we got to watch Lego people do Lego things, whatever the fuck that is.
Wait, the Lego, like,
Everything is awesome.
No.
We wore
Think-
3D glasses.
Think further back. Remember, like
There was like water sprinkling on us.
Oh.
There's wind going on
not
us.
where I was going. Do you remember like the OG Lego like PC games,
Yeah.
like the
Yes.
like when they would like heist the pizza place
The
and
city
shit?
games.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I want to be. I don't want to be in 4D Lego. I want to be in that.
Like the Grand Theft Auto Lego.
No. Yeah, but not like the recent Lego City. That was fine and all, but
not by Rockstar Games.
no.
By
No, it
Tinker
wasn't by
Toys.
Rockstar Games.
Tinker
No.
Toys meets Legos.
Tinker Toys meets Legos. No, like the OG like Lego City games, like the Lego Island. That's what it was
Lego
called.
Island.
Lego
Thank you, yeah.
Island.
Mhm.
That shit was gas. It
Gas.
was straight
Lego
gas.
Racers is like the other one I always
Yeah,
think
yeah.
of.
Lego Racers is always
Lego
good,
Racers
yeah.
was solid too.
But yes, Lego Island is
Put me
like
in there.
the original.
Yeah, there
as
was like
far
a
as I
dude that
think
would
of
steal
them.
from the pizza place or
All right,
whatever. Anyway,
so-
so sorry.
If
Go.
you were in any Lego set, what would it be?
Ooh. Oh, easy. Do you remember that 90s set where they were like, I can't remember the name of the actual set, but they were like on beaches? It's like a pinkish box. They had like beach.
No.
Wow.
I have no idea.
That's the one I want to be. Hold on.
Is there dolphins?
Please hold. No, it was not dolphins. I had one of them and it was like a beach cabana almost. I can like tell you like the layout of it, and then the boxes were like these pink neon sunsets.
God, that was such a damn good beer. I'm surprised that
That
lasted
was
in my
good.
fridge for so long.
Paradisa.
Yes, Paradisa.
Let me
The
see it.
Lego Paradisa sets.
Yeah.
That's where I would be. Find me there, please.
That's like before Barbie.
No,
Relax.
but it's
Relax.
No. Like before. Sorry.
Barbie movie.
Jeez.
Relax, Barbie.
It
No,
was-
it definitely was geared towards girls. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. It
But
instead of the Friends Legos. Yeah.
But also, it wasn't like necessarily geared towards girls specifically, because there were like things like there were boats and like, you know, other things that were. But like I had the one where it was like you had a fishing boat and like an outhouse and like a beach cabana or whatever. That was the one I had as a kid. But that set like lives rent free in my head. That's where I would be. Find me there.
How about you, Sam?
So, Lego sets for me, it would probably be like probably Star Wars Legos. Admittedly, I was more of a Duplo kid when I was younger.
Duplo.
Yeah.
So like Lego trains and that kind of stuff. But probably Star Wars Legos. As far as like play sets like that though, I'd probably find myself in Playmobil before I found myself in Lego.
My man.
Like
My man.
medieval Playmobil before I ever found myself
I was
in Lego.
Wild West, but I feel
Yeah,
you.
that's legit. That's
I
legit.
feel you. I feel
But,
you. We
yeah.
had so much Wild West Lego
Same.
or Playmobil.
So I was a Castle Playmobil kid before I was
wish
into
I was
Lego.
a Castle Playmobil kid. There's good shit. That's good.
It's another great video game, actually. Another Zelda clone of
Which one?
Playmobil. Hype the Time Quest. It was a PC game. It
Oh,
was a
I was gonna
great
say
3D game.
I've seen like the Game Boy games or whatever, and they
Very
do not
much
hold
a
up. DS.
riff-off of Ocarina of Time.
Mm.
Yeah, like
Interesting.
it was called Hype the Time Quest.
Hype
And like you
Time
traveled
Quest.
through 4 different eras in the game and like fought like
Oh,
different boss battles and stuff, but had like
What's
those like
this one?
this is PC.
Oh,
I
fuck
think
PC.
it had another port.
Are you kidding
but
me?
yeah.
No. Show me video. Of this,
show me
or-
a console.
Yeah,
Show
I'll
me
Will you?
find
pictures.
it. I can get
Bring me a
my
console.
trackpad to work.
Talking about
again.
Ocarina of Time, I have been playing that religiously. That is a game I have actually been dedicating my life to. And Adelina, my daughter, has been watching me play it. And I've been helping her learn how to look for puzzles and like how to figure out puzzles. She's 3.5 now. And she's so freaking smart. She's
Okay.
like, oh, Dada, you missed this part, you missed that. Like, go here, go here. Ocarina of Time is one of the fucking hardest games, but it's achievable, which I
Mhm.
like. It is so hard, but as long as you understand the misconstrued levels and like where you need to go in dungeons and how to construct certain things, you can get through it. And it is achievable. But by God, it is so freaking hard. Especially if you don't have like a map that you can easily access. And I'm not talking about the map that you can get in the game. Like,
You want a map app.
I just beat the water temple.
Ooh.
In
Water
Ocarina of Time. And that shit was like bonkers. But eventually I learned it. And I was like, oh, I know this. It's like the palm of my hand. I know
So
this.
it just reminded me. My friend has a son who's 2 and a few months. I'm
Mhm.
not well versed on childhood, so he's about 2. His game of choice right now, Luigi's Mansion.
Hell yeah.
It is glorious getting the videos of him being like, Luigi, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
get that on. And he's like, he's like not scared, but he's like also kind of scared,
Yeah.
which is really cute. But he's definitely, it's funny because
He's
you're
watching someone play.
Yeah, you're
I was going to
watching.
say that's a hell of a game for a 2-year-old to play.
He's watching his dad play. But he's also like getting the hang of it now. Like I just got a picture the other day of like he's asking to play the game.
Yeah.
And they're letting him play, Mario titles and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's so cool to watch, like, for example, your kids and his kid like just grow up and get these games that
Oh,
we
yeah.
grew up
That's
on
awesome.
and like pick it up and like I don't
I
know.
will say Lincoln has also watched some Let's Plays of Luigi's Mansion because he's
Yeah.
into like spooky stuff.
Like the OG, not 3. We're talking OG.
No, we're
but yeah,
talking
yeah.
original because he was watching, and I sort of like coaxed his YouTube Kids account to keep playing it. He was watching an entire channel of Mario Party Let's Plays, which I was loving because
Oh,
then he was like starting to learn like the music from those like the original Mario
yeah.
parties. I was
nice.
like, dude, you want to play Mario Party? And I threw that on Nintendo Switch Online then with his controller, but he was super into that. Yeah, that's really cool.
It's a great game to play with kids, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything with
You
like
have the
small
Jamboree,
attention
right?
span.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we played that. I played that with you and Tony and Kayla.
The newest one is
How do you
Jamboree.
like the
Yeah,
Jamboree?
it had just come out when you had that game night a while back that Tony was over for.
No. There's a newer one than that
what am I
called
thinking of?
Jamboree.
Superstar.
Something.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I love
do,
it.
do you feel like it's that much different that
Yeah.
you need to buy a whole new game?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I'm
So
just
we
curious.
never-
I haven't bought that one yet. So
It's new maps.
okay.
New. Honestly, it feels like who's winning should win. Whereas past Mario parties and past Mario Karts and stuff, not necessarily Mario Karts, but definitely Mario parties, like it doesn't matter who was winning.
Right. Stars are just allocated to
Yeah.
whomsoever they feel.
yeah. You're the sexiest fucking Mario person. Here's a star. you know?
25 stars to
Yeah.
Toadette.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. She's got that little.
Whereas this one is like, oh no, you won it, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, Mario Party Jamboree had like just come out and you had bought it and we played it that night. I remember.
Now with Tony.
Are you sure that was like in October?
I was not there for that. I
No,
can't
I
vouch
say
for
you
this.
definitely weren't there. It was
No, Jamboree just came out.
in October.
Yeah, that would be just in adult times. That would
Yeah.
be just.
I think I played it. I don't know. I played
No.
something at your house that was Mario Party, and I thought it was the new one, but
Dude, the game that we played at your house last that I remember was the Moving Out, and that was
Moving Out's
that
hard.
game.
that was a hell of a time.
I do love that game. I
That
remember
game
playing
sucks
that
in the sense. It's a hard game. I love party games though.
That was fun as hell, though.
Yeah.
We were all yelling at the TV on that one.
I really love that
so
game.
hard.
So we never heard what Lego set would you
Oh,
live
yeah,
in,
yeah,
Beau?
Mm.
Bring this back around here.
I would go back into like a 90s like pirate theme.
Ooh,
Lego
pirates.
set.
That's
Okay.
legit.
Yeah. I had those
Very
and like
legit.
had like the castle theme games
Mhm.
or castle theme Lego sets. And I wish I still had those original Legos that I grew up with.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
No, that's legit. That's
something 90s honestly is like Legos to me.
Like,
Like,
90s medieval in
Aquanauts
general.
and like the
Yeah.
Blacktron and the Mtron and all those weird.
the UFO ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Anything like that.
Those are good sets.
So I randomly put it on my laptop, but like
What
gameplay
the fuck are you watching?
So this is that Playmobil game I was talking about.
I want to be in
Playmobil,
that.
like the toys.
Like
Yeah.
the toys, but they
Wait,
made
this is
a
a
video
PC game?
This is a PC game. In PAL regions, they got it on PS2,
What?
and apparently there's a Game Boy Color game. But
All I've ever seen is like Laura for the PS.
my
or for
brother
the Game Boy
and
Color.
I played this on PC because we got it at like BJ's or something.
What?
And they were like, it's like Zelda. And I was like, awesome. Like, I don't have
Yeah, this is
a Nintendo
gas.
console, but like,
Gas.
Gas is my new thing, by the
Yeah,
way.
I
In the
can
3
tell.
years that we've
but the whole
podcasted.
premise is like this. It's this thing I do now.
It's this thing I do now.
But the whole premise is like this knight gets sent back in time and he's trying to get back to his own era.
Don't
Yeah.
fast forward it. I'm watching it.
I was trying to get back to the actual like gameplay.
No,
This
let's
is,
see some
like, the
gameplay.
cutscene.
Yeah, yeah.
I
No,
wanna-
I don't want.
I want to see
want-
this. I
I
want to
don't
see
want
it.
cutscene, bro. I want to see
Yeah.
them
This
action.
is all
Dude,
set
looks
up.
like
It
he's
takes
stabbing
the
himself.
only critique I have of this game is it takes like 6 minutes till you actually get to do anything.
That's a lot of
Oh,
games.
that's PC territory.
But-
I feel
That's
Yeah.
any game nowadays.
90s PC
But
territory.
what was cool about this game was because it was Playmobil, they could kind of like fart through the 3D models. So
yeah,
like
yeah.
it looks like N64 in the background, but it kind of holds up otherwise.
Yeah. No,
Listen,
you're right.
Yeah, it's all right.
But yeah, the whole premise of the game is like you're a knight that for some reason learns magic too. I don't remember why, other than that this dude, this wizard here teaches him some magic.
Yeah.
But there's like some combat elements. There's a lot of like,
When did you play this?
this would have been, when did this actually come out? This was like late 90s, if I remember correctly.
Late 90s, early
Um,
OOs
The
would be
graphics
this.
are pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say this was at a time where like PC was definitely ahead of like PS. 1999, this game came out. So this is
okay.
like
yeah.
this is like fifth grade, sixth grade for me. But this is definitely at a time where like PS2 looked great on a TV, but when you got a PC, like you definitely had to level up if you had like decent gear.
Oh, look at him
Look how he
go.
walks.
But yeah, the walk cycles are funny and like.
He's
Everybody in the
bow-legged.
game is that way, and like when you kill characters, they just like tip over instead
But like,
of like.
if you look at like an articulation on a Playmobil figure, it fits.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like all the graphics stay pretty true to the characters. I'm not saying the graphics are like amazing or
So,
anything, but
like a Playmobil figure would be standing like this, and their only articulation is say this is the hip
like
joint.
their hip.
It's
yeah.
gonna go.
Their hips and their arms.
That's it.
And their head could turn.
They can't. They don't have knee bending. So
But yeah,
I
there
mean,
was
that's
like some
pretty good.
basic combat. You could like swing your sword.
Okay.
You could shoot your arrows, and then you had like magic. But you learned different magic skills through the process. It was like if you took an RPG and made it like a quarter as difficult
Yeah,
as
like-
like a good RPG.
boil it down for a kid kind of thing.
Yeah.
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 But like even a little more than that, like it was basic on that end of things.
Yeah.
But like for the time, the 3D environments are pretty cool
This is solid.
because like it had a pretty solid map too. Like you got like as you progressed through the game, you traveled through time, but the map didn't necessarily stay the same, but it like sort of expanded based on like the kingdom that you were in, which was kind of cool.
Nice.
But yeah, having had like relatively like decently powerful PCs, this was a fun one to like get it to run really nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And like one that I've even like not recently, but like revisited. Like, so we're watching it on screen right now and he's getting his first like magic ability. And this is one of those times where it's like very much that like Zelda or like Elder Scrolls kind of vibe where like just learned my first magic ability.
Yeah. Now
and
I
then
can
throughout the
use
game,
it.
it like picks up like flight elements and stuff like that. But yeah, that's definitely like a big time. Like around the same time that the original version of The Sims came out.
Oh,
That was like peak. Like I had a good PC when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like 3D accelerated graphics kind of PC.
we didn't need that ARC shit.
No.
We need that AI thing.
Yeah.
No AI.
No,
Mm-mm.
no RTX.
No. All we needed was a Katamari Damacy fucking king throne that someone donated to the fucking Danny DeVito fucking trash pile. Thanks a lot, Kelly.
Literally never gonna live this down.
No, I'm like, honestly.
Oh, Buzz,
Honestly,
Buzz so
honestly,
mad at me. I should
honestly.
have never told you this.
No, I'm glad you did.
He's like, now this is my judge of character.
I'm sad.
Beau, speaking of, can you please tell us what we're drinking now?
Oh, the new one?
We have
The new
moved
one.
on from volcano sauce.
We have moved on from the volcano sauce.
Yeah.
Can you please tell us?
So I have one more. This is a Tamga by Evergreen Brewing Company. We should probably hit up Evergreen Brewing Company and say, hey, we need more beer to drink.
But before we do that, can we please say congratulations to Love Drafts? They are moving locations.
I wanted to ask you about that. 'cause
I don't know
figured
anything.
you
I
would
literally
know.
don't know anything. People have asked me, they're like, what do you know? And I'm like, I don't know.
Because my friend texted
Oh, I have
me
no
like,
idea.
hey, I heard Love Drafts is
They're
moving.
moving. Yes.
My one buddy is a head chef there, I
Can you
think.
please text him? Because I don't know
Yeah, I'll
anything.
text him right now.
Because he said
no,
he saw a news article, and I was like, I haven't seen shit, but I bet Kelly probably knows, and I'm
I
going to
have
see her
nothing.
this weekend.
And I just sent an email the other day just to
Okay.
check in with them myself. Because I fired off an email previously. But no, congratulations to Love Drafts, our buddies there. They've been doing a hell of a job of booking, and they've outgrown their facility and they need a new place. And wherever that may be, I don't know now. And I'm truly saying I don't know
Yeah.
because I don't know. Congratulations. We're proud of you and we hope for the best. And we hope you keep making good beer and all that fun stuff.
Maybe
So-
they'll move to the old BJ's since the new BJ's is moving across the street from the old
True.
Love Drafts.
Sure.
That's true. That's true. The old BJ's is open.
Make it
Yeah,
happen.
people have asked me like up and down. They're like, what do you know? And I'm like, I don't know.
I figured like
I
of
learned from-
anybody, unless I
learned
asked
from
like
the news article myself.
How soon?
May, something like that. They're booking out until like April or May.
Okay.
And
I
then
should
they're
just
gonna
ask Brandon Gepfer and be
move.
like,
I
hey,
texted or I emailed Michael,
yeah.
who I've gone through,
Should
but
probably
I
cut
haven't
his
heard
name
anything
out, Sam,
back
cut
yet.
that out.
Yeah, cut that out. But
I don't need to put him on doxing.
yeah, don't dox anyone.
He's-
Cut that
Don't
out.
dox anyone.
He's their
But-
promoter.
Yeah, but text him because we need to know.
Yeah.
Anyway, back in.
So what? Yeah, what beer are we drinking here, though?
Yeah, Beau, tell us.
Oh,
Tamga.
Tamga?
Tamga from Evergreen Brewing Company.
Do you want to tell us about it? I can see the ABVs from here, but
Oh my
Please
goodness.
It's like
tell us.
Yes,
bicentennial
please, let me
man
tell
on the
you.
front.
it's
So,
an IPA, right?
It is an IPA. It's a 6.5% alcohol. This is from our favorite brewery, Evergreen. I mean, one of our favorites. One of our favorites in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. That's where we are mostly from.
We're all in that zip code.
I'm
I
from
like
there.
older
Y'all
beer,
are
honestly.
y'all are East Coasters. I mean East Shore types.
What?
we
you're
are
originally from the
we
East,
are OG
East,
East,
yeah.
Shores.
Yeah.
You are too, right?
No.
No, he's West Shore. OG?
I'm literally from Lower Allen Township where
East
we sit
Coasters.
right now.
No,
Yeah,
no,
we're
no.
West
No,
Coast. Sorry, I meant-
yo, hey,
I meant
we're
East Shore.
We're East Shore. We're East Shore.
Harris-
Then we're
Harrisburg.
shore more than East Shore, right?
I guess.
I don't know.
You've been over on the West Shore more than you grew up on the East Shore?
No, but I live here.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
What the fuck are we talking about?
we're talking about our
We're getting very
origins.
granular
Nobody
here.
understands this. It's listening to this.
No,
Our
Sam, cut that
lore.
out.
All right, it doesn't matter. This beer is good. It's a
I enjoy it.
level-headed IPA, is what it's called.
So
It's got a
this
lot
was
more
one I saw in
clarity.
the case too, and I almost picked up, but I did not.
They don't say East Coast or West Coast. They say
Just IPA, straight up.
No, they say level-headed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine too.
They don't, but I'm saying it.
That's fair.
The
It is-
artwork
it
on
is
this one is
level.
interesting too.
Yeah, it's a level IPA. It's very bright, very colorful in both taste and
Yeah.
on the can.
Yeah, on the can it looks like a robot's falling out of outer space and
A lot of oranges, greens,
I thought it
crashing
looked
into
like
the universe.
The
and-
female android robot in the movie Bicentennial Man,
Mhm. And there's
starring Robin
clouds,
Williams.
and there's a lot of color.
Yeah.
It's a good beer.
All good beers tonight. Good picks, fellas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good picks.
Yeah.
I'm happy we're here doing this.
Tanga.
So I have a question for you
Sure.
that we didn't do notes or anything, obviously, if you couldn't tell.
We raw dogged the fuck out of this episode, all right?
I don't know. It sounded pretty prepared to me.
Did it?
No.
All
We
right.
came off a 3-year hiatus and
Yeah.
said, let's just walk into this
Yeah.
raw dogging it.
I sort of want to do this every time because I feel like it's good.
Hey,
Could be
spoiler
horrible.
alert, this is how we've done this like every time before.
I feel like I had notes.
Sometimes.
You were always better about notes than I ever
Yes.
have been.
Yeah,
Mm.
correct. So like what is in 2025, which is the year we are
Mhm.
currently in, much as it pains me to say, what would you like to accomplish out of your backlog this year? It could be retro, it could be new, it could be something that's coming out, like whatever. What do you want to play out of your backlog this year?
I would love to have a King of the Cosmos fucking helmet.
Backlog! God damn it!
Kind of looks like a log, though.
Yeah. It does look like a log.
Never gonna work.
Really disappointed in that, Kelly. God damn it. You literally had the King of the Crown fucking
I
thing.
give it to charity. God damn it.
How much did it sell for?
I don't know. I don't even know, dude. I
MAGfest
literally
on
don't
the
know.
horn.
I would have doubled that. Whatever it is, I would have doubled it.
For charity?
I don't know. For me.
for the helmet.
I want it. I want it.
I'm gonna give it to the people that deserve it. No, I'm kidding.
But
okay,
that's the
but
thing,
seriously,
like-
I have a
I
real
would have bought it
answer.
in charity and then, yeah, that would have been doubled. Whatever.
all right.
I don't fucking care.
Next time I get the King of the Cosmos' hand,
The next
head
time.
in my hands, I will give it to
The
you.
receipt.
Honestly, I think I want to design my own.
I think you would do so good with
I
it.
think I need to. I think it's making me do it. I don't know.
I think this is the creative push you really needed.
Yeah.
Okay, but the backlog. What do you want out of this year, video game wise? What do you want to achieve? What game do you want to play? Retro, new, whatever.
I mean, I'm currently playing Ocarina of Time. I definitely want to finish it because I thought I finished it before. like most Zelda games, I feel like, at least me, like you feel like you finish it and then you're like, oh no, I just finished the first part of it.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
like Link to the Past, like you beat the beginning within an hour and you're like, oh yeah, I beat it. And then you're like, oh no, I'm in the night zone, like, or I'm in the dark zone or whatever. I want to fucking beat Ocarina of Time. I don't think I've ever beat it. And it makes me sort of shameful being a gamer and like thinking that I know a lot about games.
I don't think that's shameful. I think that's like I think that's just like a thing that people put on you because it's like so normalized, like a widespread game that people like.
Yeah.
And like Nintendo fanboy is overarching.
Honestly, I felt like I beat it as a kid and then now I'm playing it and I beat the water temple and I'm like, there's no fucking way I beat this. Like,
Well, I think a lot of people probably dipped out of the water temple as a
Yeah.
kid but didn't realize it.
I definitely beat
It's
young,
hard.
I beat young Link as a kid. But after that, like once I turned into an adult, no, I didn't get that far. So I'm looking forward to beating that, finishing it. My daughter has been watching me play it, who's 3.5 years old, and she's like rooting me on. My daughter also loves Katamari so much. And
I
like
love hearing her say the word Katamari. I'm not gonna lie.
She always wants me to play Katamari. She's like, let's play Katamari. Let's play Katamari. I'm like, oh, like let's actually play like a game that has an ending in the sense, you know?
But like that's so cut from your cloth though.
Yeah.
It's so cute to
She's
watch.
amazing. Like she's my little gamer girl. Like she's all about it. If I want to play something, she's down for it. She'll like fight me and she'll say, hey, I want to watch something. And I'm like, I want a game. And she's like, no, I want to watch. But as soon as I put that game on, she is down to watch that game. And she can think that she's playing or not. Like we'll play Mario Kart, Mario Party, and give her a controller that's like a PS4 controller that's not charged. and she'll play the whole time until she thinks like she's getting smart enough now where she's like this isn't working how I wanted to.
Eventually, that little Switch controller I got her is going to come into play. And she'll be thankful she has one that fits her hands.
Yeah, that Switch controller I've used on my Analog Pocket, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. And it's very cool.
Yeah. Say, Lincoln for a while was just into like holding something and being into it. And then a certain point, he got that one that it like fits his hands and he kind of got it.
Yeah.
Like,
that's cool.
Yeah.
How about you?
For me, there's a lot of like weird games on my shelf that I just like I went through everything recently and was like, let's trim it a little bit. I was out of shelf space. And there's a lot of games that are like weird like PS2 or PS1 titles that I'm like, I'd like to actually play through. And it's not a big game. It's like a 10-hour game or something.
Like what?
There are a lot of like weird platformers. Well, here's one that I haven't played because I didn't have it as a kid, but I'd like to do the Jak and Daxter trilogy. I never played through that one completely as a kid. I had Ratchet and Clank instead. But it's a similar
Very
vibe.
similar. Yeah.
Yeah, similar vibe, and I like to get through that. There's a couple of games that are like that I just like to, just try. Jersey Devil on PS1 is one that I've wanted to play through for a while. Again, like another like 10-hour game. It's not long. It's not like completely in depth, but it's just like I just like to sit down and play it. And I feel like I'm leaning a lot towards right now. I'm leaning a lot towards like the retro side of things.
Yeah.
Like I love my Switch. I've played like recently as far as new titles outside of Switch. I played like the new Call of Duty, doing the zombies with my friends. I've played Astrobot, but like Switch and indie stuff is kind of where I sit, and then really dialing back to retro stuff. I played a lot in like the last couple of months. We did like Total Carnage on the Super Nintendo. I don't know if you've ever played that. That's like a fun
vigilante
game. Like top down shooter where you like move through different areas.
Yeah.
And Super Smash TV, that was a fun one too. Those are both very similar vibes.
Smash TV is a lot of that.
Yeah, they're both super similar, but
turbo shooter kind of game.
Yeah, really fun for 2-player. But just I don't know. I've just been finding myself dialing back towards retro a little bit more.
Oh yeah,
and there's a lot of games that I never played on retro. It's mostly platformer style or like that kind of era stuff that I'd really like to dive into. That's not going to take too much of my time, but I just need to sit down and do it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I want to be this year.
How about you, Sam?
I have a specific 10-hour platformer that's been on my queue for, I think, 3 years now. I started it on a PC, and then a Switch port came out like a year after that, and it's called Horus. I've talked about it on the podcast before.
Yeah. I've heard this. Yes.
So I picked that game up again a couple months ago, and I thought I was like getting somewhere because it's a very difficult platformer. It's like a 4-dimensional platformer as far as, I should say, a 4-axis platformer. It's not 4 dimensions. It's a 2D platformer, but it utilizes all the directions on the screen at any point, like changing gravity on you. I thought I was getting pretty far in the game, and I've found that I'm only about 3 hours in of about 10. And it's a very difficult game, but I've sat there with it, and like, it's one of the few games where it's a very punishing platformer, but I'm willing to keep playing it because once
Donkey
you
Kong
do
Country
get it,
Returns.
it's got that vibe.
I'm just kidding.
But
yeah,
to make progress in that game this year would be a huge win.
Yeah,
because I've been looking that game. I got that game. I want to say I originally got it for free from the Epic Games Store, like their free game of the week. And then eventually I purchased it for Switch just because it's more convenient to play on a Switch. And I've since like bypassed whatever progress I had made on Windows and have played it on Switch since. And to get through that, otherwise, kind of same boat as Kelly as far as like either Switch or indie. But I think as far as going retro for me, that's on the Switch these days. And I could definitely throw a wild card out there, kind of hearkening back to old episodes of the podcast because I've just still never done it.
Let's hear it.
Finishing Earthbound.
Oh my God, dude. I was just thinking about that the other week. Like, truly, I was like, should I go back? Like, should I restart? Like, I really need to give it.
Don't restart it.
Just a full. But I don't know where the hell I was.
Saves from where I was the last time I played it. But
That's
it's finding myself again. I actually did over like Christmas time take a look at my game save of Earthbound. I was like, where was I? What was I doing?
That's the problem with RPGs.
I'd have to probably text you as to what I was doing so that I remember better because I know you'll know.
Yeah, I could talk you through it, but at the same time, like, you could just run through it too and start from the beginning.
Yeah, I've done that before.
I just started it myself with my daughter, being like, "This is my favorite game." I was hoping that you'd be 5 until I show you this because I don't think you're going to comprehend it as much as I want you to. And she's like, "No, I'm ready."
Do you really think she's going to grasp? I'm not like no shade. Do you think she's going to grasp it at 5? No, she's great.
My
I'm
daughter
just saying,
is so smart.
She is, but I'm just saying, like 5 is for Earthbound. Do you think that's really going to sit?
For sure.
Like, honestly, she's
next level, but is that going to sit? I'm literally
like actual gameplay elements, but like the second layer.
I read everything to her. Yeah. You know, when we play.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Ocarina of Time and stuff, like she's like opening up treasure chests in her own house, and she's like, play the music as a treasure chest. I'm like, this has been the same treasure chest in the house for the longest time. But yeah, it doesn't matter if she comprehends it or not. Like,
okay,
I just want
curious.
her to be a part.
That's fair. That's fair.
Of the lore and the amazingness of every game that we play together or everything that we do.
And that's true, and that's fair.
And I agree. She's so into it, and like I've told her, I was like, I don't think you're ready for this. And she's like, I'm ready.
So far, she's learned that if you call your parents, they just send you money.
Yeah, well,
yes, just like Earthbound.
We really haven't played that much of it.
Yeah.
And I think we'll just restart it. Like, I would rather just like go back to Ocarina of Time with her and finish that.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like Earthbound, we just started to start for whatever reason, and we're going to like let it die down and then replay it again because we didn't get that far into it. Yeah, I was just curious of what her,
like looking at where she's at in the grand scheme of development.
She'll be ready when she's ready.
Yeah, obviously.
Earthbound is a big thing.
Earthbound is going to ready her for the world, I think.
It might be, yeah.
But no, I was just curious as to seeing like where she was in the grand scheme and like how much she could take in versus what she could take in at a later date.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, no, she's like definitely able to take in a good amount right now. And I think that would probably make a dent.
Yeah, I think the big thing with me and her and video games is that she likes watching me play video games. But if I don't finish a fucking video game, she'll never fucking finish anything in her life. So like, I need to like play through Ocarina of Time. I need to let her see that this game can be finished.
That's true. It's beholding you to a whole different thing.
Even though my dad never played video games in front of me, I feel like in some sort of way, he never fucking finished things. Because
it's true, dude. I mean,
like seriously, because like there's a lot of games that I'm like, fuck it. Like I just literally like restarted Yakuza, not restarted, but like went back to it. And I feel like the past 2 years of Precisely, I was talking about Yakuza Like a Dragon. Almost getting to the end of it. I am literally at the end of it again. And literally at the end of it, more so than ever, I think. And the boss is like non-stoppable. Like, he will whoop your ass no matter what you do. And I got so far. like literally like fought him for 2 hours and then died. And I was like, no, I gotta restart this again. And I have to spend 1.3 million to restart it again. Never mind. Like, let me just erase this and we'll play it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Earthbound, I want it to be like the right thing, you know? And I did start it with her, but I think I'll restart it with her after maybe I beat Ocarina of Time. Maybe I beat some other games. Like Earthbound is like my Earl Grey tea to her. You know,
my
like
Earl Grey tea.
I want it to be like the best thing ever. Like I want us to both be comfortable. I want us to both be ready to like just like everything is in its right place.
I think you've dipped your toes in it with her and to like show her.
She's ready. Like,
yeah,
dude, she's a Katamari fiend. Like she loves everything that I love. Like she's a mini me of me. She's
the most adorable mini me of you I've ever seen in my life.
She's all about me and life.
Daddy,
and
can
like
we play Katamari, please?
Yeah, like she loves everything that I love. And I love that. But like I want it to be right. You know, like I never want it to be like I'm forcing you into like watching me play my favorite video game. Like, no, like I want you to enjoy this as much as I'm enjoying.
I think that she enjoys, like, from what I can tell, is what she's enjoying is like you're playing through it, you're doing the work, but she's watching it like a movie, you know, or like a TV show. Yeah. And she's really latching onto that. Like when you were talking about the Katamari stuff, like you can see her moving through that and like, yeah, Daddy, can we play Katamari? Like she wants to see the next episode, you know, basically. And so I think that, yeah, maybe like doing 2 at a time, like doing Ocarina and doing Earthbound at the same time might cause a little disruption.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Finish finish Ocarina first, move to Earthbound, and then you've got your next, you know, you've got your next episode set up. Yeah. And she's ready to move through that storyline with you, which is super cool that she's latched onto that.
Yeah. Yeah. Life is good. It's fun. It's fun to have a little gamer next to you.
Yeah. Definitely. You know?
Should we call it quits? Are we good?
We sure can.
Yeah.
If you guys want to. What else do you want to do?
No, that's it. I mean, I summarized what I've done in like 3 years, I guess, to my knowledge. I've been working. I played a couple of games and, you know, I've just been hanging out ever since. So,
Sam, you got anything?
No.
Lieutenant Surge Jr.?
We said it all.
Life is good. We might be podcasting again sometime soon.
I sure hope so, because this was like the most healing my soul has felt in the last 3 years. So good. Good.
This is nice. Let us know how you guys felt about this episode once you hear
it. We raw dogged it. No notes.
We definitely raw dogged it. Yeah. We love you all. Whoever listens to this.
Papaya fruit guy.
Papaya boy, shout out, my man, dude. You've been in the DMs about it. I appreciate you. This is for you, man. This is for you.
This is for all y'all.
So if you listen this far, we appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you all. And how did I always end this?
You just
I believe we out.
We have a good night, whatever, and then you would we out.
And we out. We love y'all.
We out.
We out. My trackpad won't work to stop the recording. This laptop's a piece of shit.
Sam is going to hijack the Mac for the next one.
It has a bunch of rainbow colors.
Yeah.
RGB.
Going the whole time.
RGB.
All right, it's working.
RGB.
RGB. Fucking thing.
RGB.